Sorry about that, guys. A little bit later than planned, but we are here. We
to
are
make
ready.
sure we get coffee number 2 for me today.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on at least number 4. We hope you are all well. You've had some time to rest, get a drink yourself, something to eat perhaps, and you are ready for the car walk. Thank you so much to all of the new members that have joined. Hello, returning members. Hello, new people to the channel as well, potentially. Oh, so let's get straight
recap
into
of
it.
what's been happening.
Yes, so into the recap then, because I have added some graphics for that. So we just had earlier today the Viking Press.
Yeah.
So looking at Group 1's results then, it was won by Trey Mitchell with 16 reps. Then Tristan Hoth got 15 reps. So there was a bit of confusion with Luke Stockman and Kevin Ferris. So I believe both were warned about bringing the implement down far enough, so it has to go down to their ears. And I know Luke definitely had some reps disallowed, but what had accidentally happened was the warning rep had been mistakenly taken off, and that was later added back in. So at first it was reported 10 reps and later changed to 11. And Eddie Williams got 10 reps and Oscar got 10. So at one point we have 4 guys tied on 10 reps in that group.
Yeah.
But big result for Trey there, bringing himself back into
this. I mean, Tristan Hoyth has been outstanding this competition. We're super impressed with Eddie Williams. Clearly, the progress he's made on his deadlift, and even this. I mean, this was a good group.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a real battle now. Like Tristan looks like he's got this group where he wants it.
Yeah.
And probably looking like Eddie and Luke on a stone off, but anything can happen.
Okay, and then moving, oops, that's not group number 2, that's us. Moving on to group number 2.
Andre Foytu, 15 reps, taking the win in this group. Mitch Hooper with 14 reps. Spencer and Nick Camby both on 13. And Austin Andrade on 12. Sad news, Gav Bilton has had to pull out with heat stroke. So we wish Gav the absolute best. But yeah, this group is really looking like Mitch was going to take the win. I don't believe that Austin can catch Andre now.
Yeah, that's right. So,
but also Spencer can't catch Austin.
Yes.
So we know who the top 3 are going to be. Don't know how hard all of these guys are going to go on the last event. I guess with Gav out, the worst anyone can do is 2 points. How hard are Nick and Spencer going to push? I guess we see and wait and find out. But yeah, we could see an interesting situation where Andre Foytu is a fair few points ahead of Austin on the stones. He's going to have the advantage, but could be a tough stone battle there.
And then on to group number 3.
Thomas Evans taking the win and doing the most out of anyone in any group on the Viking Press. 17 reps, absolutely fantastic. Matt Ragg with 14 and Ivers hitting 14 as well. That was good for Ivers. Rob Kearney 12, Bish and Parr on 7. And this is the event that's maybe... It's put pressure on Bish after that amazing start. He's still, I believe, in second place overall.
Let me get that up on the archives. Hold on. I'm juggling several pages. So Bish is currently, what group is this? 4? 3.
3.
Oh, God. Hold on. No, Bish is in second place, half a point behind Matt Ragg.
So he's still in a good place. And the car walk is a good event for him, but there's a number of guys in this group. They're all very close, so this is going to be an exciting one to watch till the end.
Then group 4.
Now this is the most exciting group I think that we've had all week. Evan Singleton has done enough to win the group already. Pavlo Kordiaka really kind of after the first 2 events, not such a good start, but he's really brought himself back into this competition. 14 reps on the Viking Press. Marcus and Kane both getting 12. Rauno on 9. Evans, Nana on 8 reps.
Just seeing how wonky some of my graphics are. I had to do it in a bit of a rush. Sorry. And then finally, group 5.
Tom Stoltman is in a very commanding position now. I believe he just needs to pick up a couple of points and he's guaranteed to win the group.
Well, with Bobby Thompson out, the worst he can get is 2 points. So all he has to do is move forward ever so slightly. That would give him 2 points, and then
he is through as the winner of the group. Yeah. So all looking smooth for Tom Stoltman. Now Adam Roskowski got 14 reps in this group. Nathan and Wesley both on 13, and Jaco Schoenwinkel actually dropping some points on this event. First small crack we've seen from Jaco, but he is still holding on to second place overall.
And to be fair, 12 reps would have scored him decent points in most other groups.
Sure.
It's just unfortunate that
All
everyone
comes
here
down
did well.
to groups sometimes.
Yeah. All right, Doggy is in bitey mode. We're just going to ignore her.
A little gremlin mirror, yeah.
She's here attached to my hand. Ow. This is going to be quite the car walk with so many battles.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of
like
the big names are in a position they can back off a little bit, but the fights for the stone off still very exciting in most of the groups.
Yeah, very nerve-wracking though. Where are they? What deodorant do strong men use? No. Most don't smell though, do they?
Most of them do wash and use deodorant, I would think.
Just like the normal population in that respect. Oh, I'm going to have to get rid of this
Yeah,
dog.
you go sort
I'm
her
being
out.
savaged alive here.
There we go.
Come on, this way.
We will tag we'll pin a link with the spreadsheet. So if you guys want to check that out on Strongman Archives, you'll be able to see it in a second. I'll wait till Liz comes back and then I will pin that. Chris, indeed. Here we are, same time, same channel. Let the choosing of the stone off athletes commence. And then the battles on the stone off. Car walk. Sorry, I read comments and I'm not sure sometimes if people are just chatting between each other or their comments. Toby is excited for the car walk. Yes, indeed. We love a car walk, don't we?
So Eddie and James are just doing their TV things, and then hopefully we will start quite quickly. So should we
were starting late. We're worse than World's Strongest Man.
I know. Should we start go through the car walk rules?
Sure.
Yeah, so the car weighs 454 kilos or 1,000 pounds. It is a 20-meter course, and athletes have 60 seconds to finish the course. 2 athletes will go at a time. And the only real notable rule is that any clear attempts at sliding will terminate the attempt where the slide began. So, but it did also say it's going to be incredibly difficult because the tires will be locked, the wheels will be locked, and it's rubber onto rubber as well. So it's not going to be easy to slide.
No.
But if anyone's obviously trying to slide, then they will be terminated.
Unbreakable Promotions. Howdy from Myrtle Beach. I hope you're having a good time, buddy. I hope Evans is all okay. Should be a good one, this last event for Evans.
Yeah. Tristan is misspelt, also often mispronounced. Whoops. Yes, I know it's Hoth. Tristan Hoth. Andre is really smashing it. Hopefully he can win the stone off. Oh, man. I really hope it goes well for him. I love Austin too. They've both done so well at their first Worlds.
These are 2 future superstars.
Yeah.
You know, whoever gets through to the final, look out for both of them in the future.
I am worried for Andre though, because like looking at his results recently, stones is the only real weakness, isn't it?
I know from, and like I say this so many times, you can never go off training, but I know from training, Austin is looking very good on the stones.
Yeah.
And he does have better results on stones in competition. You never know, though. You never know.
Yeah. We will see. We will all hope for the best. What do you think Luke's chances of getting through the group are? Asked Rebecca.
Luke Stoltman is looking great. He's in a very good position. He's a good stone lifter.
Yeah, so he's currently in...
I think if he can hang on to second place in his group and have the advantage, Luke is going to be very hard for anyone to beat on stones in that group. You know, Luke is a very good stone lifter. I guess the worst thing for him would potentially be if Trey managed to sneak into third. But that's...
Yeah. For Trey to sneak into third, he'd have to beat Eddie Williams by 2 clear points on the car walk, and I just don't see that happening.
I think whoever is in the stone off in that group, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
Like Eddie will fight. He's clearly made huge improvements. But Luke has the experience of being in stone offs before, and he knows he's in great shape right now. I think when you train stones with someone like Tom Stoltman, even though you're getting beat on a weekly basis in the gym, you're still very, very good. And I've seen Luke do some amazing stone performances before. So I'm confident that he will win a stone off battle as long as he can hold on to that second place, because all he has to do is match the other person. He doesn't have to do better than the other person. If Pavlo makes it into the final, he's on the podium. I disagree, but the events in the final are better for him. I think he could be top 5.
Yeah.
I just can't see him with a deadlift in the final. I can't see him being able to break into the top 3, because the top 3, in my opinion, my top 3, just in no order, is Tom Stoltman, Mitch Hooper, and Evan Singleton, based off the events. I would say those 3 have very few weaknesses. And I think all 3 could do very well on a deadlift, whereas Pavlo might drop a lot of points. And then it's a lot of pressure for Pavlo to keep beating those on the other events. And when you look at the other events, even the events that Pavlo's good at, there's guys that are probably better. But I think he could potentially get top 5.
Yeah, and he could definitely win the Conan Circle in there. Don't know if you mentioned that.
Yes, that is the event that he can excel on in the final.
Yeah. Hallam, thank you for the super chat. Am I the only one bothered by the fact that the car walk is so light that it's more of a race than a full test of strength?
If you've ever done a 1,000-pound yoke and sprinted with it, then fair play, buddy. You're pretty awesome.
The fact that everyone finishes easily is bothersome. Not everyone finishes easily. Like,
if anyone can finish this yoke in 10 seconds, that's rapid.
That's
world
really
class. For the most part, I would say it's going to be between 22 to 16 seconds would be standard.
Yeah.
Anyone getting into the 14, 12, 10-second range is rapid. The stupidly heavy yokes, where they have done it World's Strongest Man before, like the 600 odd kilos, or at the Arnold's where they did the bale tote.
Yeah.
That has ruined people's careers.
Yeah.
We have to understand, although we want to challenge guys, and we have events where we train for max, some of the moving events should not be career-ending weights. They've still got a whole contest to get through in terms of the final. So I think 1,000 pounds is more than enough, particularly for a heat. And, it's a speed strength event. It's not a max effort. We have a max effort event in the final. Deadlifts and like actual individual lifts are much safer to have as a massive weight than dynamic moving events. If you go to the ridiculous weights on these events, half the field can't even lift it. It's just like, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. And it just visually looks terrible. And I find it boring.
Injury risk is very, very high then.
Yes, absolutely.
It's finding a balance. Like, you've got to remember, that's one event out of potentially 12 for the guys that have to do the stone off as well. So it's finding that balance, isn't it?
Yeah, and remember, I mean, even if you've done a car, or if you've done a yoke at 1,000 pounds, a car is harder because there's more balance issues with it, kind of swinging forwards, backwards, side to side. It's much, much bigger. Like it's harder than a yoke.
Sim Speed Titan, thank you for the super chat. Hey guys, my name's Tony. Was wondering if you guys are going to OSG this year. I'm competing in the qualifier in August, hoping to make it through. Firstly,
best of luck in the qualifier. Yes. Unfortunately, we won't be at OSG this year. It clashes with our daughter's birthday, and I'm not competing in it this year. So we've decided to focus on our daughter's birthday, but I have said that I'll support it in any way that I can.
Yeah, we're sad because we love going, but
so they've got a teen category this year that they're doing. Myself and a number of other people have actually donated so that the juniors don't have to pay entry fees.
Yeah.
So trying to do what we can to support the lower level stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, we won't be at OSG this year.
Yeah,
we've enjoyed it the last few years, and we will definitely go again.
Liam asking about how World's Strongest Man feel about gentlemen's agreements. Like,
they will hate it.
Yeah, but it's a situation that they've created by having the groups in the first place. If we had all 30 athletes going up against each other, you wouldn't see any of this.
No. Someone says, who do I think will win Group 1? I think Tristan.
Yeah.
I think he's put himself in a great position.
He has. He's 2.5 points ahead of Luke Stoltman.
I thought Luke would win the group.
Yeah.
When I first saw the group, but I have been super impressed by this new Canadian athlete.
Yeah. No, he's looking in great shape. Where are we? What happened to Gav? You just went through that, didn't you? He's had to pull out a heat stroke or heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
One of the two. And people saying, "Oh, it's not even that hot." You know, remember Gabba's from Wales, where the average temperature is 10 and damp, and he's a big guy as well, isn't he? Christoph, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the coverage.
Roshkovsky.
Is pronounced Roshkovsky.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Also, Oscar
Adam
pulled a bicep on the first.
Roshkovsky.
Adam pulled a bicep on the first bag yesterday.
We thought
That's
that
a
could be
shame.
an issue. It's very hard for someone like Adam who stepped in last minute to this competition. He's had no chance to prep for it properly, and he competed on the weekend.
Do you think Foytsu can beat Hooper on the car walk? No. No. Like, he did his first car walk at Europe's Strongest Man, and he did it in, I can give you the time right now. Events. Car walk. He did it in 26 seconds.
Which placed him
7th. Mitch has done this car walk in 11 seconds, I think it was. I don't think so. Although he is good at a
disagree
yoke.
with Mitch Ladner on this one.
Oh, go on then. Understood and agree the anti-Stoneoff sentiment, but it's the reason why today is so
I
exciting.
agree that we're going to have some exciting Stoneoffs, but it will also make this next event in some groups very boring.
Yeah.
And you'll see why.
Yeah.
It's because people are in a position that they can take it easy. All you do with the Stoneoff is bring it forward.
Yeah, it just comes forward by one event, doesn't
Whereas
it?
I would prefer to see all the athletes going 100% on this event, and then all the athletes going 100% on the stones.
Yeah. Cody, thank you for the super chat. Are you guys excited for OSG Juniors this year? I get to go and compete with Christian.
I just
commented about that, didn't I? Yes, you did. But this was a new super chat. Loss is trying to wrangle the dog. She's having her witching hour early today. What fun. People laughing about £1,000 being considered light now. Yeah, £1,000 isn't light. My goodness.
Yeah, no, we're trying to help Lynn with the juniors.
She's humping. Oh dear. Petra, thank you for the super sticker. Unfortunately, all we get is the words super sticker. Hopefully one day they'll change that and we can enjoy it in its full glory. Oh, Ryan, thank you so much for gifting 20 memberships. Very, very generous. Say thank you to Ryan.
Thank you very much, Ryan.
Oh, he's trying to calm the dog. He's hugging her right now. That's very kind. Thank you. Other athletes getting PTSD, seeing another Canadian winning a group after a late call-up, says Bron Chopped, who is also a Canadian. The Canadians are doing it really, really well in this competition. I think we saw 3 Canadians in the final in 2022. We had, who was in there? Was JF Caron one? No, it was Maxime Boudreau, Mitch, and Gabriel Rome.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. And looks very likely that we could see the same again this year. Strong Wooden Designs, thank you for the super chat. Standardizing strongman would be good because everyone will know the standard required, e.g. the yoke is X kilos, and that's the yoke event no matter what. But then where's the evolution, I guess, would be the question.
Yeah, I guess it's getting the balance right. They have tried, IFSA tried to standardize everything, didn't they?
Yeah, it didn't go well.
I think one of the beauties of strongman is sort of using the elements that you have in a certain country or area. It's getting the balance. One thing I do think is these days athletes need to know early on so they can prepare well for things, especially when things are going to be, if you want to put super heavy events in there, your prep needs to be really, really perfect for that. So yes, but
sorry about the noise. She's got
take that off. Yeah, it's a hard one because sometimes when you kind of over standardize everything, then you take away a little bit of the rustic thing that we all kind of fell in love with. It is difficult. And I don't know what the right answer is because we all have different opinions as well. We're going apparently. Let me just check. Kevin is up first. Kevin and Oscar are up first. So Oscar didn't go very far. I think Oscar just picked it up and moved it. And it looks like Kevin's about halfway. So everyone that was saying,
It's not everyone, it was one person.
well, for anyone that's saying it's too heavy,
Too
or
light.
too light, the first two athletes didn't finish.
Oh. Can you guys hear this dog? Okay, so 0.52 meters for Oscar, 12.91 meters for Kevin. So this is a 20-meter
Ooh.
course, just to remind
Is that
you.
her head?
They actually just
Jesus.
nutted the table. Go away. Stop picking on me. Take the shoe. It's fine. Goodness me. Right, let's get back onto here so we can see the spreadsheet populate. There we go. You okay? You reading?
Yeah.
Let's see the Rauno shirt, Auntie Liz. Oh, hold on. There we go. So it's Everyone Loves Rauno, starring Rauno, Loz, Gav, Brycey in a weird blonde wig, and me also in a weird wig. I did not make it, but I do wear it. Hopefully no more cuts from the yoke stopping so quickly, like happened to Luke in familiarization. Where can you get a Rauno t-shirt? These ones aren't for sale. Someone just made it specifically for me based off of a meme that I thought was funny. But he is starting his own rage, and a lot of it does have his face on it. And this, if you're not opposed to wearing that on your chest. So keep an eye out for that. He's launching it after World's Strongest Man finishes, because he didn't want to launch it before and then not be able to fulfill the orders in time. Lucas with the members comment, can Luke still win his group?
He has a chance.
Yeah, he could.
But it's going to be hard.
It relies on Tristan not being good, or not being that good at the car walk. It's possible.
I don't actually know how good Tristan is
No.
at the car walk, but
Let me quickly click on him and see if we've got any track record of him doing it in competition. Nope, none. Let's check out his yoke. Super yoke at the Shore Classic Men's Open last year, 9 out of 16. So
not the best.
no, we'll see. We don't know. Maybe
but
it was on a bad day.
there's no one in that group that is outstanding at a super yoke type event, and Luke is solid.
Yeah, Luke is solid. Yeah, so he could win the group.
He's going to have to go for it.
Yeah,
you know, if other athletes do reasonably well and Tristan slips up a little bit.
JF has turned up.
Oh, cool.
How nice. Bless him. Jake, thank you for the super chat. With all of the injuries and pullouts, would you like to see more alternates announced earlier so they can have the same amount of time to train? Yeah, so the way it usually happens is quite a few months out from World's Strongest Man, more than enough athletes will be sent like an email that says, you know, these are the dates for World's Strongest Man. Please keep your calendar clear. You know,
it was a typo. Kevin did 12.91.
Yes, I know, because the course is only 20 meters. So, but yeah, so I mean, it's just unfortunate this year that we have so many injuries, I guess.
Yeah,
it's been quite an exceptional start of the year, but in all the wrong ways. Hater XXX. Thank you for the super chat. Happy to announce that after a year and a half battling it, my wife is cancer-free today.
Fantastic. That's awesome news.
Now we can get back to training and pushing forward. Thank you for helping keeping us motivated in this hard time. Oh, bless
Brilliant.
you so
That's
much.
amazing.
That's great news. Congratulations to both
Such
of
a
you.
horrible thing to have to go through.
Dreadful. Yeah.
You've been through it with your sister and your dad.
Yeah. We lost my dad a few years ago to cancer. And I remember the day, like we always knew we were going to lose him. But we went to an appointment on his birthday and they were like, we've slowed it down a smidgen. And that felt like the best news in the world. So I can only imagine how happy you guys must be feeling. So that's really nice. Didn't expect to feel emotional today. Stop it. Well, actually, no, I know I will be emotional. I know I'll be emotional. What am I saying? Yeah. Praying for Trey's Achilles. So next up in this group is going to be, where are we?
Trey and
so hold on, are they doing it?
Trey and Eddie are out next.
Are they doing it?
Trey and Eddie are out next.
I'm trying to ask you a question.
Trey and Eddie are coming.
Can I just ask you a question? Are they doing it on reverse order?
I don't know. I'm just telling you that I've been told Trey and Eddie are coming out next. I don't know what order they're doing it in.
Okay, it looks like it's reverse order of the whole thing then if it's Trey, because he won the Viking press. There we go. could have come to that much simpler. Where are we?
I was just telling you what had been sent.
What had been sent? Okay. I love the little growl. She thinks she's so tough. She's
She's a softie.
yeah. She knows she's not tough, really. Matt, thank you for the super chat. Have you guys heard from Darren and Colin as regards live stream?
Darren and Colin have nothing to do with a live stream.
No, nothing at
Like,
all.
If it was a Giants Live, it would be live streamed. They own Giants Live. They do not own World's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
So it's not on Darren and Colin. Unfortunately, if it was, there would be a live stream.
God, that dog stinks.
I can promise you, it's not me.
No, I know it's not.
You know my smell.
The heat is one thing, but the humidity will kill you and your breathing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're big men. I mean, Gav is a massive man.
Yeah.
So Trey is about halfway. He's dropped it.
Okay. Everybody does.
I think Eddie's finished it.
Okay. Well, that's
So
good news for Eddie.
promising for
hopefully.
Eddie.
GB, thank you for the super chat. Are you both managing to starve off the watch party headache so far?
Yeah,
It's a
so
little
far.
contribution for the parents
Thank
as well,
you
Kitty.
very much.
Thank
No,
you.
not doing too bad. I feel better today than I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday I came back from the gym. I didn't feel great,
Yeah.
but today I actually don't feel too bad.
That wasn't a good start, was it?
No, it's not good when you're tired beforehand. Whereas today I felt a lot better.
Hallam, back with the super chat. Thank you. It looks like I have to eat crown on this one. LOL. I didn't mean £1,000 was light. I guess I'm just used to seeing people fly through it on Giants Live.
It's like even Giants Live, which is £1,000. The winning time at Europe's a few weeks ago was 16 seconds.
Yeah.
And this is a different implement as well. So sometimes it can be a harder implement, and if you've never touched it, if there's a mistake I've made before, and so many people have, will kind of think, oh, they just go based off the weight, but the implement can be challenging as well. And you hear me bang on about this if you kind of watch regularly. I will go as far as to say different sets of stones feel different, not just a different kind of yoke. So having that ability to adapt to different events is very impressive. It's why I don't really care that much about records. I base things off results. When you see the best guys against each other and who comes out on top, that's a better indication of just going based off weight.
And we've got a time for Eddie. It's 40.06 seconds. Which
So not fast, but he's
No.
only the first person that's finished. So we say it's not fast, but he's winning out of the four people that have been.
Trey managed 16.77 meters. So he is the furthest distance out of the guys that haven't finished, with Kevin Ferris behind him, Oscar behind him. So Eddie is currently in first place.
And this is really good for Luke and
This is really good
who
for
can sort of, they just know just finishing this, they're
Yeah.
going to be first and second in the group.
Yeah, assuming they 14.06 for Eddie.
Oh, 14.6. Okay, let's see what comes
Oh.
up time wise. That's good if that's.
Oh, if that's, let's see what comes up. It said 40.06. Now it's saying 14.06.
No,
Couldn't hear it
14
correctly.
is much faster.
Yeah,
That's more.
14's really fast. 14 would be amazing if that's what he's done. Let's see. Waiting on. Yes,
There we
14.06
go.
seconds for Eddie. That's a very good result there. Oh, now he's put the pressure on.
So that puts pressure because I think Luke, and like I said, this is a different implement, but I think Luke was around 16 seconds at
He
Euros.
was. Yeah, he was. Very exciting. But yeah, no hard feelings at all.
Another thing to kind of take into consideration is Giants Live is in an indoor arena, so perfect flooring. This is outdoors. They are on sand, I believe, with a built-on top platform.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that still affects things slightly in terms of how quick someone will go.
So they'll just be doing the reset and everything now. So be a few minutes before the next ones are out. Scotty Lace, thank you for the super chat. Why did Mitch and Andre do a gentleman's agreement? I've heard.
On the first event, basically, I spoke to Mitch afterwards because I was like, why did you do this?
Yeah.
They were both in a position where they felt they could go further and they didn't want to kill each other on the first event. So they decided to tie for first.
Mm.
It happens, it does happen. And this is one of my issues again with heats. It allows it to happen because the top athletes are just looking to make the final.
Yeah.
Whereas if you kind of got rid of the heats, it just can't happen because you are then fighting for whatever position you're fighting for.
So yeah, that's a really good time by Eddie there. Now he is 2 points behind Luke Stoltman. He is 4.5 points behind Tristan. So it doesn't look like Eddie can actually win the group.
Actually,
at this
all
point.
Luke has to do is finish to guarantee second place.
Yes.
So that's a nice position to be in for Luke.
Well,
that will take pressure off him. I think he'll be confident that he can finish this.
Luke could end up in third place because there's still 2 guys to go, including Luke, isn't there? He could come third behind Tristan and Eddie.
If he doesn't finish.
If he finishes slower than them, then he could.
He just needs to make sure he's. Yeah, if Tristan got between them, you're talking about.
Yeah, if Tristan and Eddie are faster than him,
sure,
then he'll be third. Yeah. Why are we finding this so confusing?
Well, I just think he's in a very comfortable position that he knows what he needs to do.
Yeah. Where are we? Let's make.
To be quite honest, I'm probably assuming that Tristan will be slower than Eddie.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you are. Maybe he's lightning fast on this as well.
He's been very good so far.
Why are Mum and Dad fighting? Dog farts, one of the worst smells. They do absolutely stink. You know my smell while smoking. Right, let's try and catch up. Where are we? Talking Monkey, thank you for the super chat. Any plans to interview JF this year? Would be nice to hear if he plans to compete anytime soon.
I'd love to get JF on and chat with him.
So
yeah,
maybe some plans.
They're walking out.
Thor's Hammer saying something must be going on with Oscar. He was so good last year.
The thing is, you pick up a bit of an injury, it can cost you. You start doing a lot of these major shows, you don't get time to recover between competitions. You know, he's done the Arnolds. He was at the UK Arnolds.
Yeah.
They were 2 pretty brutal comps.
Yeah, they are, definitely.
He's clearly not 100% right now.
Dylan, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, Boosted Chicken apparently making a brave comment. Don't know what it was, though. So Tristan only needs to finish now to win the group.
Yeah.
All these emojis. Eddie can beat Luke in a stone off. I don't know, man.
I think Eddie against Luke will be a tough stone off.
Especially if he's going in with that disadvantage.
I think whoever has the advantage is probably going to come through.
Do you think even if Luke has the third place disadvantage?
Well, I think they're a similar level. Okay. I don't think one is so much better than the other. So I feel, when you've just got to match that person, you just keep bringing it over. And then the person that's got to do that extra one, that pressure builds and builds and builds.
Bath Salts, thank you for becoming a member. People thinking Luke should beat Eddie comfortably on the stone off. But we will see. Brent, thank you for the super chat. Group/stone off solution. Everyone does 6 events in the heats. Group winner goes to the final. The next 5 spots are based off of best performance on the rest of the field. This will keep everyone fighting hard.
It's a good way to do it.
That's not a bad solution, actually.
Not a bad shout.
One of the better ones I've heard.
Or maybe add a so you had 12 in the final and
yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, like
so
bonus
even if
spaces.
So you might be third in a group but still be able to get through.
Yeah. They're just doing the intros and then it will be ready go. They are off. So this is Tristan versus Luke in the car walk. Time to beat is 14.06 seconds. Very good time set by Eddie Williams.
Really good time.
Luke dropped just after the line.
Wow.
Did he drop or did he on purpose? I like to speculate.
I know.
That's the fun part.
That's what I hate about us not being able to see stuff. It's just not knowing. Sucks. World's Strongest Man, do us a favor. Get a live stream going.
Oh, Tristan beat him.
Okay.
I'm guessing Luke got back up and went again. We just don't know.
So we know that Eddie he's the only person that's finished before these 2 athletes. Let's wait and see.
Very stressful. All we know is that Tristan won in that heat. We don't know if he beat Eddie also. But it looks like Tristan's going to be safely through to the final. Well, he will be.
Yeah.
Because Eddie couldn't catch him.
No,
Wow.
Tristan.
Not if Tristan wins. Oh, finishes. God. Right. We're just waiting on some times. Does Tom need to do the car walk? I think he just needs to go a couple of paces.
He needs to pick it up so he
Yeah.
secures.
2
The worst
points.
he'll get from just picking it up and moving a step is 2 points.
24.
Luke finished in 24-14.
Okay.
So that's good.
So that's going to be third place.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be.
So Eddie is going to stay in third place.
Is he? What was
Yeah,
it?
because there's they're tied.
Oh,
Which means Eddie gets the
Eddie will
advantage because it goes on the
it'll
result.
go on the
of
result
this.
of the last event.
All right, so just to update you guys, Tristan has won this group with 5 points. Luke Stoltman and Eddie Williams are tied on 21.5 points. But as per the rules, when it's a tie, it goes back to the previous event, which is the car walk. Eddie Williams beat Luke Stoltman in the car walk, which means Eddie is technically in second place going into the stone off. So Luke has to lift the first stone.
Wow.
Eddie has to return it. Oh, man. There you go. Very interesting group. Wow. Yeah.
That
and then
is interesting.
that means no stone off for Trey Mitchell on 17 points, or Kevin Ferris with 14.5 points, and not for Oscar either with 5.5 points.
So we are guaranteed at least one. One Canadian has secured his spot into the final.
Yeah, and it's either going to be Great Britain or Australia
Yeah.
joining them.
Wow.
Oh,
I've been, this group, Eddie and Tristan have both been fantastic.
yeah. Someone asking how heavy the car is. It's 1,000 pounds. All 3 of those have been great. It's a shame that we have to lose one. Like,
Absolutely.
progress
you've got a
of
guy
Eddie.
that's been 4th at Worlds before, who's 4th in that group at the moment.
yeah,
It shows what a strong group it was. Kevin has been in the final before.
yeah.
Oscar won OSG Europe's. Very strong group. And Tristan wins it.
He beat Luke by 1 second as well on that. There we go. So objectively, what are Ivers and Rauno's chances of getting through to the final? So let's just go.
I'd say Ivers still has a good chance, although he's going to be in a tough stone off if he gets to a stone off.
Yeah.
I think Rauno is up against it with the car walk as the deciding event.
Well, Ivers, it looks like he'd be in a stone off with Adam Bishop. So
Adam Bishop can still win that group.
he can still win that group. Yeah. In which case, Ivers would be up against Matt.
Ivers against Bish, Ivers against Matt, Bish against Matt.
It would be
All of them
painful
are going to
no
be
matter
tough
what.
stone off.
Yeah.
And I think that will be an entertaining stone off, and also terrible for both, because whoever wins it is probably going to struggle in the final because they're going to get
ruined in the stone off. And then it's going to be hard for Rauno, realistically. He's still in 3rd place, but only half a point.
There's a couple of
ahead
guys
with
that are
2
very
guys.
good at the car walk in that group.
Marcus and Kane. So it's going to be hard for him to make the stone
Evans
off.
is rapid, I'm telling you.
So we'll see. We still have hope. Like I said to him, you made a mistake on the load and someone else could make a mistake. You don't know. Got to keep fighting.
I think Evans can win the car walk in that group.
It'd be, wow. We saw how much it mixed things up when Pavlo won the steeplechase in that group, coming up from last place. He was.
I know he's really got no chance of getting through, but I know he wants to prove he's good at it, and that could be a problem for getting between guys.
Yeah. Crispy, thank you for the super chat. Will there be any athletes, and how many, not doing this car walk unless they are made to by the organisers?
I don't know, because we're not there. I don't know what the organisers are saying. I don't know if they've got to try or if they can just do nothing. I mean, the only athlete that's in a position that he can do nothing is Evan Singleton.
Yeah.
Evan does not need
ahead.
to get any points. He's already got enough points to secure 1st place in the group. So technically he could not turn up and he still wins the group. Whether they will allow that, I don't know. Normally an athlete will still have to go out and at least touch the implement.
Where are we? Christopher, thank you for the super chat. What is it like working with your spouse running the channel? You guys are amazing together. No Loz about Liz and no Liz about Loz. How do you each view it? 50-50 partners, or who has the final
We
say?
100% see it as 50-50
Yeah,
partners
it
with
is.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I could not do this without Liz. And I think likewise, you'd probably struggle without me.
I wouldn't have a subject without you.
But we argue like all
yeah, we do.
people that I guess you live together and work with and you're close to. We certainly do have arguments, but we're not terrible.
No.
We bicker a bit more than
not
argue, I
excessive
guess.
arguing.
But very much we are 50-50 when it comes to YouTube.
Yeah. So people just saying, yeah, on count back, Eddie gets second place. Don't know what spreadsheet you're looking at that had Luke in first, but Luke and Eddie Williams are on 21.5 points. It might have just been a typo. We are looking at the Strongman Archives spreadsheet.
Stone Off is later on today.
Yeah, I think it's 5 p.m. local time, 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
our
UK.
time. Yeah, that's right.
So you have to work your times off that depending on where you are around the world.
Johnny, thank you for the super chat. Enjoying a nice morning cigar in cloudy Los Angeles and loving the watch party. Thank you too for all the entertainment year in, year out.
Thank you very much, Johnny.
Enjoy your cigar. How nice. These Canadians are strong. Yes, they are. They're doing very well. Right, let's try and get caught up. Ben Ash with a members comment. Thanks as always for this. Makes work bearable.
Thank you for joining us, Ben.
Yes.
3,000 people joining us, or 3,170. Please go and like the video, guys. And as always, subscribe if you haven't already.
Okay, having interviews, and they've brought JF out as well.
Hey.
That's nice. Mitchell, thank you for the super chat. Luke repped 180 kilos for 20 in training. Would you think he would be the favorite here, even with the disadvantage? Obviously, the conditions are totally different. What's the weight of the last stone? So the last stone is 200 kilos. They've got, I can tell you now, it's 6 stones, 140, 150, 160, 180, another 180, and then 200. And the last one is the one they rep back and forth. Obviously, the main difference being one's in training, one is after 5 events.
Yeah. Plus, there's the conditions to cope with. Humidity makes lifting stones much harder than cooler temperatures. The way tacky works, it works a little bit differently. So there's lots of factors, and as I've said before, stones vary. So like your training stones are often going to be covered in tacky. They're going to stick easier as opposed to like stones that can either these type of stones they use are kind of completely cleaned beforehand. They can be a bit more slippy. As I said, the humidity and temperature can affect stones a little bit. So it's not like using the same barbell and weights every single session. Stones do vary from comp to comp, and you do see that with, different results. And it's why someone like Tom, we rate as so good at stones, because it doesn't matter what stones you put in front of Tom, what set of stones, he's really good at them. For most athletes, and we'll put like 95% of the athletes in this bracket, they'll have good runs and they'll have bad runs, and they can have sessions on their own stones that are unbelievable, and then they might not get the last stone in a competition. The build-up of fatigue from the events before can have an impact. So just what someone's done in training isn't enough, but we do know from results we've seen before with Luke, he is a good stone lifter.
Well, it's interesting as well, and we've said this before, someone's results on an Atlas stone run isn't really that much of an indication of how they might do in a stone off. Like Rauno, you would never put as one of the best stone lifters in a run.
The reason Rauno is so good at this type of stone is because the pressure of speed isn't there.
Yeah.
And Rauno's back strength is ridiculous.
Yeah.
His bicep strength is very good. So, and he can squeeze the stone hard, and he's got such strong back that the weight isn't so heavy for him. Rauno's issue on a run is he's shorter and not as quick as some of the other athletes. So it is a little bit different to a stone run. Like I prefer a stone off than a stone run.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like one motioning stones because of a couple of bicep issues. I preferred to lap and load.
Yeah.
But I could load heavy stones, and when I didn't have to rush, I've done some good runs before. But I've also had runs where I'm in humid conditions and I couldn't lift a 160 stone.
Yeah.
I've done a 230 stone in training. So it really does vary.
Rob, thank you for the super chat. The wildcard system was much better method of making all athletes keep fighting for the events.
I liked the wildcard.
Yeah. We only had it one year,
only
though.
1 year. Was it 2012?
14. Yeah, okay. In LA. That was great. I think we all enjoyed the slightly larger final as well. Yeah, it was almost perfect, to be honest. Someone asking here, Dixon, if Europe's took too much out of Luke. Luke has performed well here, to be fair. I don't think
we can take anything away from Luke. Luke is looking
No.
fantastic. I think he's in great shape. I think we've got to give credit to Eddie Williams and Tristan
Yeah.
because they've just performed really, really well.
Where are we? John with the members comment, confirmed Evan not doing the car walk on Eddie's video.
Okay.
There you go then. Evan can go back to the hotel pool. He probably
Evan's
wouldn't.
going to chill.
Yeah.
Which makes that group even tighter because they're all just, again, the worst you can do is 2 points.
Yeah. I do think, though, Evan either doesn't do it or he wins it.
Yes, I
so
agree.
in that respect,
I
it
agree
doesn't
with you.
probably affect anything. Where are we? Just doing the interview still before the next group. So group number 2, let's look at the story in this one. We have lost Gav Bilton. So Nick Camby is going to have to go out on his own on the car walk. Then it's going to be Spencer and Austin. And finally, it's going to be Andre versus Mitch Hooper. Oh, dear. How exciting. Anyone got the spreadsheet link? Can we get one pinned? That would be good. Katie, thank you for the super chat. Happy 30th birthday to my husband, Dre, and 1 week to our son, Warren. We love hanging. Oh, we love what hung the channel as a family. I'm sure that meant something
We
different.
love watching the channel as a family.
Oh, okay. Oh, the C is missing here. That's so weird, isn't it?
That is odd.
Yeah, it showed
We love
completely
watching
differently.
the channel as a family.
What tongue? It's like maybe she doesn't speak English.
No. It's come out
Yeah, I
perfectly.
know.
It's weird that it's not come out perfectly there, but it's perfect on YouTube.
Weird.
You have to complain to the people.
The people. StreamYard. We'll complain to StreamYard. Okay.
But thank you very much, Katie, and happy birthday to your husband, Dre.
What are people talking about? It's cool in Myrtle Beach today, besides the 75% humidity. Oh, okay. No, she did it twice. The first one was spelt funny.
Oh,
and then the second one, thank you, Katie, was spelt correctly. There we go.
There
Retract
we
the
go.
complaint. Retract the complaint. Excuse me. Okay. What's going on? Oh, so Camby is now heading out. Oh, look how slim JF looks.
Looking skinny.
Don't know if you guys can see. Got a picture of JF with his flag. Bless him. Yeah. Big Rich reckons Luke will win the stone off. Evan Singleton has done amazing this year. He's done great.
Yeah.
Really good performance by Evan.
I'm just putting a link up for people if they want to go.
Can be getting set.
To Strongman Archives.
Let's see how Nick can do. He came second on this at Europe's Strongest Man.
Yes.
He's off.
Nick's decent at car walk.
Yeah, he is. He's a pretty good athlete. Like, not that long been doing the open weight class. He was a former under 105 world champion. Where are we? Oh, he's had a drop. What are you looking for?
Nothing. I just if I pull it down, it won't shoot,
Okay.
and we won't miss anything. If we pull it all the way down, it just kind of keeps going up.
Done. I don't know if done means finished or done. You know.
Let's see.
Okay.
Was he out? He was out on his own. Yeah.
He was, yeah, because we don't have Gav Bilton in this group anymore. No even numbers. See if we can get a time or distance on Nick. And in the meantime, thank you very much for the super chat. A dead L something spoon. Third year joining your weight party. How would you feel about heats with 4 events to avoid points pulling away too far? Top 3 make it into a 15-man final.
Something I suggested talking to you the other day was...
Call me Spoon. Thank you.
Say we had 24 athletes and all 24 start and do the first 4 events and then 8 get eliminated. And then we do another 4 events and another 8 get eliminated and then a final 4 events.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool. And do it like they do at OSG, so that once you're eliminated, they rejig the points as if only those people had competed from the start.
35.69 seconds for Nick Camby, followed by Italian shouting. There you go.
Very good.
Oh, bless Nick. Excuse me.
So we can see from these times, it's a challenging weight. It's a challenging car, clearly.
Yeah. Someone asking if Luke is out. No. So Luke is currently in third place, technically, on the last event rule. So he's going to be in the stone off with Eddie Williams. But Luke has the disadvantage of having to lift the stone first, meaning Eddie only ever has to match him. So for Luke to beat Eddie, he has to lift it one more time.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Deary me. It's all very complicated, isn't it?
Mhm.
Stone offs is at 10 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. Myrtle Beach time, or Eastern time. I met Evan last year, very pleasant guy. Evan is so nice with his fans as well. He just hangs around for ages and ages to meet people, doesn't he? Has no problem with getting stuck right in there with fans. The problem is that those first four events matter so much. Same problem as the stone off.
But I think it's a better way of doing it than the stone off.
It's dispersed over 4 events rather than 1.
You don't allow anyone the opportunity to back off doing it. And obviously, like it works a bit like a elimination show, I guess.
Yeah.
But you still, what you do is still important moving forwards.
Yeah, and you could ensure there's always a variation of 4 different type of events to make it as balanced as possible.
Yeah.
If someone has 4 weaknesses, then they're probably not ready. You could argue, couldn't you? Okay, so next up in this group is going to be Spencer and Austin.
Yeah.
Deary me.
So for those asking if there's a link to the spreadsheet, I have pinned it in the comments, so it should show in the live comments at the top. There should be a pinned comment to the Strongman archive, a pinned link.
Yeah. Where are we? Camby did the car walk in 16.5 seconds at Europe's. Shows just how light this car walk is. That it took double that time here.
And that's something that's important to kind of point out. And to be fair, first time watching Worlds myself after competing there, and I should have known better. And it's because we can't see what's happening. I was criticizing one of the events. And then when you actually watch it and see how challenging it is for the guys, and I know how strong all these guys are, and this is even me that was kind of criticizing. So I understand why we all do it. But when we can't see what's happening, it's understandable because you're just thinking, well, that weight's that weight. They've used this in training, or why they're struggling so much. But that's one of the beauties of strongman. It's not just the weight. The implement is also a big factor, and the conditions are a factor as well.
Yeah. Tom, we've been saying this for a long time. The last event rule makes the last event worth more than the others. Don't like it. The last event is almost always stones, to be fair. And in the heats, of course, it could be anything. A couple of years ago, it ended up being the forward hold, wasn't it? Which was a horrible one to go out on. I think that was when we lost Alexi in 2021 group stages. That wasn't fun. Yeah. So Austin and Spencer are heading to the cars now. Buckle up, boys. Shout out from Trinidad and Tobago.
So this is group 2 now, yeah?
Yes. Have you guys been before? No, we have not.
Not been to Trinidad and Tobago.
We've been to a couple of countries not that way. We've been to South Africa, haven't we? Trinidad and Tobago. Is that Africa?
I think it's more Caribbean, isn't it?
No, isn't it? I'm going to look really stupid now. Oh, God. One of us is very wrong here. I hope it's you. Oh, God, it's me.
I knew it would be.
I'm thinking of Tonga. Anyway, back to strongman. This isn't geography. Jesus.
Geography isn't your strongest point, is it?
I'm not bad, though. Not only when we do those geography quizzes. I'm quite good. Aaron, thank you for the super chat. A little more love on World's Strongest Man Day 2. It's so important. Traded with Trey Mitchell with a recent serious injury. Loz or Liz, has there ever been a low effort by an athlete to win the group to make the final? Can you understand this comment? I'm struggling.
Brian Shaw always did as minimum as possible to get through. He woch kind of cruise as much as he can. Yeah, Eddie Hall, he would do as little as possible if he could get through as easy as he could.
Yeah.
a lot of the top guys will hold back as much as possible where they can. There's not always, you can't just hold back from the start, but if the opportunity allows you to, then it's the smart thing to do.
Spencer Remick ahead, no drops. Spencer done. Austin done. There we go. I'm just waiting on some times for these guys. So Nick Canby went in 35.69 seconds. Nick is not in contention for making it to the stone off. Spencer is not in No, he's not, because Austin only had to pick it up to get 2 points. So Spencer not in contention for the stone off. Austin cannot reach Andre, and Spencer cannot reach Austin.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird group, this one.
Big spread of points in this group. Really weird. Okay. We'll get some times for you guys as soon as we see what's coming through. Forward hold is just stupid, especially when there are only 5 events. Yeah, it feels like a bit of a waste of an event. Caribbean. Shut up, everyone. Quick scroll.
I'm not even going to be smug about it.
No. Oh, God. The one I was saying is Polynesian. All right. I'm not good at geography then. Fine.
You're not.
Oh, quick. Let's move on. I guess we're getting Liz a map for Christmas. Deary me.
Oh dear, Lizzie.
Don't you start. Hope Andre gets through. Saw him at Europe's Strongest Man and he was very impressive. Like, he's so good. We first met him in Glasgow last year.
Youngest athlete there. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, he's very
just
good.
needs to, and he's got a good head on him as well.
Yeah,
like
really
smart
sensible.
Kid.
He listens.
I think he can go far.
John, I love forward hold. I'm awesome at that event.
Do you know what? I'm good at forward hold, but it's still a crap event.
Someone's saying not good for Austin. Austin's in a pretty safe position. He only had to pick up the the car walk to guarantee himself a place into the stone off. He couldn't catch Andre anyway, so he didn't have to finish at all. He only had to pick it up.
Malcolm wants to send you a map.
Liz, do you have a PO box? Do you know what? We should get a PO box, and then people from all over the world can send us their delicious snacks from wherever they are, and we could do an unbox party.
Have you seen Devon Lat does like unboxing videos?
I haven't. I know people do them. I haven't seen any specific ones though, but I would like to do that. I'd be a bit nervous about what could turn up. Be mindful of Fred getting hold of it. Just That's joking, me. Fred. Just joking. Gary Flowers, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, goodness. Liz, do you need GPS to find your own house? I could do with having GPS on all of my possessions, couldn't I? Okay, so Spencer Remick finished in 20.87 seconds. Austin in 24.13 seconds. So
Remick's picked up a point there, but it's not going to change anything.
No, it changes nothing. He can't reach Austin. Austin can't reach Andre. Andre can reach Mitch, but if Mitch decides to go full pelt on a car walk, Mitch is one of the very best in the world at a car walk. So it's a weird group. It's become a little bit anticlimactic. I think
Andre just needs to guarantee second place, which I think he can easily do. Well, he can't be caught.
No, he can't be caught. Yeah, so he is in second place unless he beats Mitch on this.
Yeah, but
by at least 2 points.
The problem is Mitch, if he goes full out, will win the event.
Yeah,
based off those times. So is Andre going to put the effort in, or is he just going to do enough to secure second place? I guess that's what we've got to wait and see, and that will dictate what Mitch does as well, I would imagine.
Yeah, although they're going out together. So Robin, where is the land shark?
She's calmed down underneath us.
She's asleep underneath the both of us. Little monkey. Scott, thank you for becoming a member.
Interesting. Chris Cleet just posted up there. Austin's time was 24:13. Luke's time was 24:14.
Wow, very close. If you criticise the UK, they cry too much. Behave. No, we don't. Someone thought that we got upset because they said in a comment to someone to go and eat a crumpet and watch football. And I was like, we wouldn't get upset by that.
No.
Like, like a
No.
crumpet. We love crumpets.
We give each other shit all the time.
Yeah. What is the difference between getting second and third place in the stone off, Lozzo?
So if you finish second in your group, you have a slight advantage going into the stones in that you only have to match what the third place does. So the third place athlete will have to start. They will lift the stone over the platform. The second place guy has to return it, and so forth. So they go through all the way up to the 200 kilo stone. So the person in third, if they want to win, will have to lift that stone one extra time than the person in second place. The second place person only ever has to match them. They don't have to do an extra rep.
Yeah. So we are waiting for Mitch and Andre to come out. They are the final heat in group number 2. And then after that, we'll be on to group number 3. Hopefully we can finish this in a timely manner today. We're only
2:42 are heading to the car.
Here we go. And they'll just do the TV link stuff. And away we go.
English muffins stink unless they're covered in butter. Too damn dry. Do you like a muffin? Too easy, that one.
What happens in group 1? Tristan Hoth won group 1.
Yes, and actually at the moment, Eddie Williams is technically in second and Luke Stockman is in third. So those two will go head to head in the stone off.
Yes. I love a muffin with a poached or fried egg. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Shade, thank you for the super chat. My Americans are falling short this comp. Yeah, so where are our Americans right now? So one cannot progress from group 1.
They're
No,
off.
one cannot progress from group 2. Okay, they're off. We'll come back to that point.
Yeah, we'll check that in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both dropped just over the line.
It's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they've both just picked it up and put it down.
So, okay, it'll be interesting to see who won out of those two.
Pretty sure Mitch will have gone a fraction further than Andre.
Because all 3 people that did it in this group have finished. So it wouldn't actually matter.
Makes no difference.
No, it wouldn't matter if Andre was slightly ahead of Mitch, because that
If
would only be by 1 point.
If those two have agreed on something beforehand, it will make no difference.
Both lifted just over the line. Okay. There you go then. So Mitch Hooper has won the group.
Bit of an anticlimax to that group.
Yeah. Andre Foytu is in the stone off with
Against
Austin.
Yep.
Let's see what people are saying. We've still got Evan. Yeah. And Evan is looking very good.
Looking great.
Yeah. Let's see.
But I think Fred's going to lose his bet of 3 Americans on the podium.
You'd be lucky to get 3 in the final at this rate, Fred. LOL, they'll love that for TV. That is going to not make the best TV.
No.
But I mean, if I know people aren't going to like it, if people don't like the heats or the stone off, maybe athletes start doing more of it. Who knows? I don't know.
The problem is it will always allow it to happen if a group gets to that position.
Yeah.
Unless there's some incentive to keep trying, athletes are going to save energy for the final.
World's strongest man going to be mad. Group 2.
We've got a guy in group 4 that we know is not even going to do it.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to do it.
And he's one of the best in the world at it.
Yeah. I mean, group 2 ended up in quite a weird position, to be fair, because 4th place couldn't catch 3rd place. 3rd place couldn't catch 2nd place. 2nd place, realistically, if they tried, never could have beaten 1st place on this event. So it is quite a unique situation there, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Like, they could have both just finished it then, and it made absolutely no difference in terms of points. Loz, how do you think Brian would do with these events? Don't ask Liz because she hates it.
Brian Shaw.
Yeah.
So what are the events?
Webster Stones.
Webster Stones, I think he'd do okay.
Yeah.
Deadlift ladder, I think he'd be good, but maybe not the fastest because he's so methodical. Sandbag loading, he'd be good. Viking press, he's decent. Car walk, he's decent. I think Brian would get through pretty much any group, especially with Stone off as the last event.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd be pretty confident that Brian would just cruise into the final with these.
Mm.
Do you want to quickly go through Group 1 and Group 2 while we wait for the reset?
Okay, so Group 1 has been won by Tristan Hoth. And in the stone off, we're going to have Eddie Williams is in that second place advantage position with Luke Stoltman behind him. But we have lost now Trey Mitchell, Kevin Ferris, and Oscar Zilkowski. In group number 2, Mitch Hooper has won the group. And Andre Foytu is sat in that second place position with Austin Andrade behind him. He is going to be in the stone off with him.
Do you want to know the distances for Andre and Hooper?
Sure.
Andre did 2 meters.
Yeah.
Hooper did 3.
Oh, there you go. So they agreed that Hooper would beat Andre by 1 point. There we go.
I guess, like from Andre's perspective, it's not a bad idea because he knows stones aren't his best event and he's trying to save as much energy as possible for the stone off. From Mitch's point of view, it's great. He's had to do very little to get to the final. So if they're both happy to agree on it, then I get it.
Yeah.
It's not fun as a fan. Don't get me wrong. Like just as a fan watching, you just think, well, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
But from their point of view, thinking of maximizing their chances to get into the final,
And
for
to do
Mitch,
well in the final.
maximizing his chances to win, he's expended very little energy and he can focus on the final. And Andre has expended not too much energy across, he could have pushed harder on the stone walk if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
Obviously could have pushed hard and tried to finish this in a decent time. But then you're still in the position of going into the stone off. And
Sorry, the dog is
the dog made a noise as if like their phone was vibrating.
The dog is vibrating.
So yeah, I get it. Like, but on it, as a fan, it sucks. It really does.
It's
And as an
anticlimactic
organizer,
a
it'll
fan.
suck. Like
It
World's
will
Strongest
really
Man
suck
won't be
for
happy.
them. Yeah, no. But I get it as well.
Yep.
And like Austin could not catch Andre, so he's not going to care.
No.
Because it makes no difference at all to him. Spencer couldn't catch Austin, so he's not going to care. Like for them lot, it's like if they're happy to do it, then they'll do it.
Yeah.
There we go. It's an interesting scenario that's been created in that group, though. I can't think of a time like I've seen a lot of agreements, but I can't think of a time where
there has to be an incentive to make athletes keep trying.
Yeah.
Whether that is get rid of the groups, whether it is do more, just let everyone do all the events. Because I do believe if you kind of decided to put everyone to do all the events, I still think Austin would be fighting to catch up to to Andre Foytu.
Yeah.
Whereas there's less of a fight.
Yeah. Em asking if they'll make a rule against it. Almost certainly not, because it's been going on for a long time, since the inception, to be honest. This is kind of how we got the stone off in the first place, with athletes being able to coast their groups and then not even try on the stones. They felt it was quite anticlimactic, so they started playing around. They first made the stones worth double points in 2015 and 16. Then they did the last man standing where someone would jump in. They've tried different variations of this.
I got through that stone off. But that was a weird one because last place in the group would come out.
Very weird.
Technically, last place in the group could still have a chance to get into the final, but they would have had to go through 4 other athletes to do that, which at that level would be insane, even for one of the best stone lifters. And then they changed it to just the second and third place go. They've done variations of it where just the second place will do a stone run.
Mm-hmm.
They've done it on just a set weight stone, and now they have the stone run, and then it's back and forth with the last stone.
Yeah,
for the last couple of years.
Misty Crum, are you sure Holly isn't 3 cats in a trench coat? I love that idea. No, 3 cats is way more scary than 1 puppy. Scott, thank you for the super chat. I get it, I really do. They didn't have to do it, but it's World's Strongest Man, not World's Strongest Strategist. Wouldn't make for great pay-per-view. No, it wouldn't.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
But I think that's more of an issue. Like, hate the game, not the player, I guess.
Yes, yes. I can promise you, Mitch and Andre, if he makes the final, are going to try 100% on every event.
Yeah.
You know, they're there to win World's Strongest Man.
And this is going to make that
to win
easier
World's
for them.
Strongest Man, you do not need to win your group. You just need to get through the group. And
Yeah.
they're trying to, because every event they've done up to this point means nothing come the final. Like nothing that they've done to this point will matter. It's like a completely separate competition.
Yeah. I'm not sure about this comment. I knew Group 2 would be relatively weak. Not at all. Like up before this point, Mitch Hooper, when you put all 30 of the athletes together, would be leading out of all 30. Andre Foitu, right up there as well. He's done really well. And Austin has done very, very well as well. It's not a weak group. It's just turned out funny with the way that the scores have landed and how it separated them all. Oh, dear. World's Strongest Man. Someone saying it's World's Strongest Man's fault.
Technically, it is.
It's not on TV. How's it bad for TV? It will be eventually, Brewster Chicken. All right. Don't be pedantic. 6 events, top 2 through. It's simple. Interviews before Group 3. So the first heat in Group 3 is going to be Par O'Dwyer and Rob Kearney. Rob Kearney's best event, this one. And he said he thinks he could beat anyone in the world at it. So let's see what he's got left at this point of the competition. This is going to be his last ever event in Strongman.
Yeah.
Because he's said he's going to retire after this. Oh, hopefully he has a very nice run.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, actually, that his last event will be his favourite event. One of his favourite
if he
events.
performs, like, you know, I love Rob.
I
He's a great guy and I'm good friends with him, but he's not been good this year. And I know I might sound harsh, but like, I'd expect my friends to be harsh on me too. Rauno would tell me if I was doing crap. In fact, he did.
Yeah.
but as a friend, I appreciate it. I don't want someone blowing smoke up my backside.
Yeah.
We know when we're good. That's the thing. So Rob will not be impressed with what he's done. I hope he can finish strong, but based on what he's done in the past and based on what he's done at this competition, it's been poor.
Susan, thank you for becoming a member. Prime Loss would probably win the car walk, but with these events and groups, he might also not need to do it. These would have been nice events for you at World's Strongest Man, but
C'est la vie.
Many years ago. Yeah.
The fact is, if I competed today, I wouldn't do well. So
yeah. People defending the decision, saying comps is about points. Simple. Heat's a serious business. World's Strongest
what
Heats.
people remember 10 years from now is who won.
Yeah.
They don't remember that, Brian Shaw and Terry made an agreement.
Yeah. Brian was one of the best at it, actually, wasn't he?
The smart guys are.
Yeah, they are.
You can't hate the athlete.
No.
You have to, like you said, you blame the game.
Yeah.
And, it's if athletes have ways of working around things, they will.
Yeah.
Like someone even said, like, don't say you had an agreement, just say, oh, I hurt my back. So
well, exactly. It's not an enforceable rule because how can you prove it?
There's only one way of enforcing it. You get rid of it.
Yeah.
And make people, battle till the end.
Find a way, yeah. So Par and Bishop, are they up? Are they out? Group 3 getting ready. Oh, dear. How exciting. Andre would not have beat Mitch in a car walk anyway. No, realistically, he wouldn't have. He knew that. He didn't want to be under that car for 20 to 30 seconds before having to go into a stone.
I will tell you a time that I agreed on something with another competitor was at UK Strongest Man.
Oh, yeah.
And we were doing the back-to-back tug of war.
Oh, this is a funny one.
Now, and Mitch probably would have been very similar to the way I was. I was pretty ruthless as a competitor. And I wanted to give myself the best chance. But I was willing to go 100%. And I was convinced in myself that I was going to win this event anyway. So I approached a competitor. We were doing a back-to-back tug of war.
You probably shouldn't share this story.
It doesn't matter. I've retired. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't care what you think.
I don't care.
No.
And I was like 100% convinced I was going to win anyway. So I didn't care. But we were doing the back-to-back tug of war, and it was like in heats. So you had a quarter-final, a semi-final, and then the final. And my first guy I went against, I beat pretty easily. I didn't even bother kind of care. I just knew I was going to win. The second guy was a much bigger, stronger athlete, and we came to an agreement where I literally said to him, "I'll give you 100 quid if you just let me win this easy, or I'll just win anyway." And that was my attitude. And he took the 100 quid, and I won easily, and I gave him 100 quid after. And then I went into the final against Tom Stoltman, and I beat Tom as well. And I was convinced I was going to beat Tom. But by making that semi-final easier, it saved me a little bit of energy. So the fact that I kind of, agreed with this athlete to let me win, it just made my recovery a bit quicker. And I'm still convinced I would have won the event because I was so confident in that type of event. But if I'm allowed to make it easier on myself, then people do. And I am not the only person that's done that. It's I can show you like all the top level athletes in the world, and they've done things to make things easier if they're in a situation where they can. Like I was prepared to kill myself on it and win regardless, but in that situation, I tried to make it a bit easier. You can come and say hello. Come and say hello to her.
Hi.
This is Alexa. She is a future champ, aren't you?
Yeah.
But maybe not a strongman, maybe gymnastics or something else.
Yeah. Can I show them one move?
Well, probably not because we've not got much space here, but maybe another day.
How about over there?
They can't see over there, baby.
You can
Okay.
turn that around.
We can't turn it around. We are watching. Look, there's a strongman event about to start. Mitch Hooper has won his group, so that's cool. And now they are starting group number 3 very, very soon. They're off. So Rob and Parr are off. So we will bring you the results of that very, very quickly. Oh, there's lots of people watching from all over the world. There's someone from Brazil. Would you like to go to Brazil?
Yeah.
And me.
I want to meet them.
Do you want to meet the people watching?
Yeah.
Where's Mummy gone?
And she's in the toilet.
So someone said, Loz, in your opinion, is Evan the best American strongman currently? I think with Trey kind of not at his best right now, yes, I think Evan is the best current American strongman.
Daddy, I think you should move that because we don't want
No, don't touch that, baby,
that.
okay? Don't touch that.
I know, I'm not gonna.
Good girl. So we've got to wait for these results to come through. You going to help me?
Yeah, I just want to do a random cartwheel.
Okay, Parr, they're off. Rob seems like he's done it quickly. I don't know the time yet. Parr didn't move it. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. Obviously, Parr not in a position to challenge. Maybe he's just decided he's had enough.
What's happened?
So Parr and Rob have been. Rob finished. I don't know the time yet. Parr didn't move it.
Oh, okay.
Alexa's doing cartwheels and wanting me to show everyone, but I'm explaining that we can't.
No, we can't turn it all around, darling. Sorry. And yeah, people have come for the strong man.
Rob's time was 12:07, so good to see him get a good performance in on this last event. He is rapid when it comes to these type of events, and it's nice, to, as you said, to see him go out with a good performance because it has not been the best for Rob. Right.
Okay. So up next in this group will be Thomas Evans versus Ivers Schmugsteles. Now, Ivers is currently, yes, that is the right group. Yeah, Ivers is currently in 3rd place.
Stop.
So he really needs to hold on to that by beating Thomas, because if Thomas beats him and it comes to a tie in points, Thomas goes through to the stone off and not Ivers because he would have beat him on the car walk.
Yeah.
So Ivers has to beat Thomas.
So we got a super chat here from Aaron.
Yes.
I'm so impressed with Trey and how short recovery and training has. He's had to.
And he's bumped for Rob this year.
Yeah. Any idea how Luke may do in a stone off? Luke and Eddie should be a great stone off. They're both decent stone lifters. I think it's going to be a battle. That one is could be entertaining.
Super chat from Chris. Thank you. Is the stone off one heavy stone or a build up and reps? It's a build up and reps. So the first stone weighs 140 kilos. Then they move on to the 150, 160, 180, 180, and finally the 200 kilo stones. If they're both still in the competition at that point, then they pass the 200 back and forth to failure. So it really is a brutal event, as we saw, as we've seen for the last 4 years. I know the athlete you went against on the tug of war, says Ben Joyce.
He's a strong boy. He was a strong guy.
Oh, Ella was in the chat. Loss agreed with JF on squats in Botswana as well. It's all good. It happens a lot.
It happens a lot.
Yeah. It's not always revealed.
No.
It's not always obvious.
Look, there's been times World's Strongest Man begged me to do stuff, and I ended up getting hurt because of it. So you sometimes have to think about yourself as an athlete and not just trying to please everyone. And when I was younger, I just wanted to please everyone, and I paid the price because of it. So I think as you get a bit smarter and you get a bit older, you realize you have to look after yourself as well.
Someone said, laugh my ass off the bribery. Let's go. Corruption.
There was no corruption in the quarterfinals or the final, just the semi-final.
Just the semi-final. Oh, dear.
And the guy that I agreed with knows I would have beaten him.
Yeah, Glenn Ross in shambles right now. Oh, dear. Oh, everyone's saying hello to Alexa. She's now
Thank you,
no
guys.
longer here to see it, but we will tell her you all said hello. Thank
you
you.
very
We're not
much.
going to call her back. I'm crossing you up to the police laws. You're going to get done. Oh, dear. When was that? 2017?
Yeah, was that the year I won?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. No, we're not saying it's common. Bribery.
It's not something that happens all the time. Literally, I've agreed to things like that twice in my career. So it's not something that happens like on a regular basis. But you know, if you're in a position that you can kind of do things, then you do. I know other athletes that have agreed to things.
Yeah, so Loz, you've probably already answered this, but does that mean Evan doesn't need to do the rest of the events? Yeah, Evan, we've heard is not going to do the car walk. He doesn't need to do it. He's 7 points ahead.
Yeah, he's
Second
earned
place.
that right by smashing the rest of the comp so far. He's accumulated enough points to win his group. Now it's about saving energy for the final.
Members video idea, Alexa teaching Daddy gymnastics.
I'll tell you guys another funny story.
Oh, God. Story time with Loz.
Me and Terry did a competition in Poland, and all the Polish guys were told to use this set of kit, and all the foreign athletes were told to use this set of kit.
Yeah.
And the Polish guys kicked our asses. This wasn't a team comp, but literally like 1 to 5 finished it but with Polish athletes. Now, we had myself, Terry Hollins, I think Mike Jenkins was there, some other really good international guys. And none of us could beat the Polish guys on anything. And you're not telling me something corrupt wasn't going on then.
Wow, it does sound a bit off.
Because I've been in competitions with some of these Polish guys where on a deadlift, myself and Terry kicked their asses. And then we did like a car deadlift there. And I think, like, this is how ridiculous it was. I think Terry and myself did, it was something like 7 reps. The Polish guys did about 19 or 20 reps.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they didn't just try and make it look subtle.
No.
It was just blatantly obvious. It was quite funny, to be honest. It was so funny. We were just like laughing about it.
You have to
But,
at that point, I guess.
You know, it wasn't a big money competition or anything like that, so you don't care. But if that happened in a big competition, there'd be absolute carnage.
Oh, gotcha. How old is little Alexa? She's 6.
She's 6.
She turned 6 in December.
I saw as well, someone said earlier, did I ever compete in the rain? I competed there in the
Snow.
piss pouring
Rain,
down
yeah.
storms. I had a client message me once saying, oh, I've got to do yoke today, but it's raining outside. And you can imagine what my response was.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
I
go
know.
go do it in the rain.
Yeah, I remember that actually. Yeah. Jake, the media guy, thank you for the super chat. Incentive idea: total points from the group stages determines running order for the finals. Gives a slight advantage on the first event in finals. Yeah, you tend to find though that the best guys are put out towards the end in the finals anyway. So, like, it would be nice, I guess. It would be nicer if it was an event for reps. I think with the Giants medley, it doesn't really matter because you just go
Sorry
as fast
to
as
interrupt,
possible.
but Ivers and Evans are walking out to the car. So it looks like Evans is actually walking to the car.
No, that's Thomas Evans.
Oh, Thomas Evans, sorry, yeah.
Evan
Yeah,
Singleton
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
in
yeah.
this group.
Yeah,
There's too
many similar
Evans,
names, isn't there?
Andres. Yeah, there's a lot going on this year. It's very confusing.
Thomas Evans has got a chance.
Yeah, he has.
He's really pulled himself back into this.
He has to beat Ivers on the car walk. Let's see. Rob, on a high note, ending his career.
Nice
Bless
to
him.
see.
Yeah. Stacey, thank you for the super chat. Luke is in second place on the World's Strongest Man site. Any idea what that might be about?
Well, they're tied on points.
It's probably the
But
graphics person doesn't realize that
when
that
they
actually...
kind of go, when the referees go through it, they will have Luke as third place because their rule is to go based off the last event.
Yeah.
So whoever won the last event, rather than a countback rule where you look at who's won the most events, World's Strongest Man go on who won the last event.
Yeah.
And that was Eddie.
Yeah. Whoever filled it in on the site might just be just doing it alphabetically or something.
And
like
they're
that.
off.
Here we go. Oh, this is a race for the stone.
Loz, can you do a cartwheel now? No, I can't.
Neck and neck. Oh my goodness. Thomas Evans versus Ivers. Oh.
Ivers pulling ahead.
Oh.
Evans has dropped
Evans
it.
has gone down. Ivers done. Sorry, I'm an Ivers fan. Oh, well done, Ivers. So he's managed to get himself into the stone off.
Evans is halfway.
Okay.
So Ivers is... Will he definitely be in the stone off now?
Yes, because he's beaten Thomas on...
I have to wait and see what his time is.
Here.
How many points behind Bish is he?
He is 3.5 points behind
quite a
Bish.
bit.
So, yeah, he's almost definitely not going to get into second place, but probably a solid third place now.
Evans is almost done, so clearly he's still trying.
Yeah.
So Rob's time was 12.07. That was a good time. Let's see what Ivers' time is. Looks like Tom has finished.
Okay. Let's see. Ian, thank you for becoming a member. Loz, can you do a cartwheel?
I just replied to that, and no,
absolutely not. No. If Loz does a cartwheel, I might have $10 for him. It's only corruption if it's against the rules. This is why Loz is the first to say Strongman needs a rule book.
I told you, the guys that should be refereeing are the people that are good at cheating.
Loz sharing all the dirt. Deary me. You've really thrown this chat proper. The chat's gone wild. Deary me.
Back when $100 was the same as first place prize money as well.
Probably similar, to be fair. Why do they have him in second? Because I honestly, without wanting to sound rude, whoever's putting the names into that probably aren't that with the rules and everything. They just know that they're on the same amount of points to pop them on there. You know, we know what the rules are. It's the last event rule. So the last event is the car walk, which determines who leads, if you like.
Someone says, is Parr injured? I'm going to guess not. I don't know this for sure, but I would just... My gut feeling tells me that Parr just knew he was in last place, and sometimes you just lose motivation by that point.
Yeah.
I hope it's that rather than injury, because if he is injured, obviously that's not good. But sometimes you do see people that they're just like, all right, it's not my year.
Yeah. 17.07 seconds for Ivers. Nice run. And 55.58 seconds.
It shows how quick Rob's time was.
Thomas Evans, yeah. 17 seconds, though. That's decent for Ivers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just 2 left to go. Adam Bishop versus Matt Ragg. Now, there's only half a point separating these guys, so all still to play for. Matt Ragg has 19 points. Adam Bishop has 18 and a half.
So big, like whoever wins out of these two won't have to do the stone off.
Yes.
And that is huge.
Yeah, it really is huge. So this is going to be...
Was it last year Matt Ragg beat Ivers on the stone off?
Yes, it was. Ivers, I think, would rather face Bish and the stone off than Matt Ragg.
Yeah, Matt's a good stone lifter.
Yeah, but we'll see.
All 3 are decent stone lifters.
Yeah, and we don't really know how Matt's going to be on the car walk. We saw him do it 2 years ago at OSG. He was 5th.
Mm-hmm.
How does that translate to here versus
We've
Adam
seen
Bishop?
Bish being
up and down.
on it. Sometimes
yeah.
he can be absolutely brilliant, other times not so good.
We know one thing though, Bish is going to be hell bent on winning this race today.
So I don't know that Bish has ever won his group at World, so this would be huge for him.
No, he's got through on the stones 4 times, and 3 times
He didn't have to do anything.
No, 3 times someone got hurt.
Yeah.
His opposition got hurt. Very odd.
So everyone needs Bish
Yeah.
to win.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe Ivers would prefer Bishwan. Yeah, so he doesn't have to face him in the stone off.
Kelly, hopefully you heard what I said then about Parr. Like I said, I don't know for sure because I can't see, but I'm hoping it's just nothing more than he's had enough at this point.
Yeah.
Sometimes Parr has had enough.
Yeah. Well, there's not much incentive at that point, is there?
No.
You know, it's a tough event as
Yeah.
well. It's
Like it's
a lot to
not
put
it's
your
not
body
his
through.
best event as it is.
No, it's not.
There's some good guys on this event in this group. You know, maybe he could have killed himself and finished close to Thomas Evans's time.
Yeah.
But for 1 extra point, is it worth it at this stage?
Probably not, to be honest. Tom does not need to do the car walk. He does, in as much as he needs to pick it up and put it down again to get 2 points.
Just so you understand the rules, guys, if you don't lift it at all, you get 0
0
points.
points.
But by lifting it and moving even an inch, is there someone injured in that group?
Yes.
So he will get
Bobby.
2 points.
Yeah, so you get 2 points.
So that's the difference between doing nothing and actually having to
Yeah.
do something.
He still needs 2 points to win his group. So he does have to pick it up, but he doesn't
we're
have to
pretty
actually go and do
convinced
it.
that's
yeah.
not going to be a problem.
No,
for
no,
him.
no. Yeah. Luke before Eddie is likely alphabetical. Yeah, 100%. Tim, new member, thank you very much for joining us. Where are we? Okay, so we're just waiting on the final.
Matt Ragg and
Adam Bishop. Oh,
I really like Matt. I think he's a fantastic athlete,
yeah.
but I'm going to go with some British patriotism and support Adam Bishop on this one.
There you go.
I'd love to see Adam get to the final.
Ivers got an injury in that stone off, though. No, yeah, Ivers did actually.
And Ivers is a good stone lifter.
He's great.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Ivers do some fantastic stone lifting
Yeah.
before.
He's won Atlas Stones 12 times in competition before, and the best one was probably in the 2021 Worcester Dubai with that 10 stone run. He won it there against
He's
people
won
like
it
Mateusz.
countless times in the Champions League.
Yeah, he has.
Did he win the stones in? Was he the winner in the UK SCL?
Yes, he was. Yeah, one of only 2 guys who could actually lift them all as well. Lewis Jack being the other, who is also very, very good at stones. Bish and Rag getting set. Oh, this is an exciting race with these two because it's all still to fight for.
It is.
Lovely. Here we go. They haven't started yet.
Oh, this must be a tough one for Shane. He's got a fellow teammate in Rag, coached by MST, but obviously back in the
yeah.
Brit as well.
Mm.
It's a good battle. They're both good guys, but yeah, let's get behind Adam on this one. It would just be nice to see him get into a final again.
Yeah.
He's not had the best few years, to be honest.
Bish for the win. Fuck. Shane. Oh dear. Wonder if Parr wanted Rob to have the stage all to himself for retirement. That's a possibility as well. I'm using my
I
voice.
want someone to have the stage.
Doesn't sound right.
Doesn't sound right.
Whips off his top and, and they're off. Excuse me. Bish is off fast. Ooh.
Come on, Bish.
Had a drop.
Bish.
Oh my goodness.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Get back up. Rag past him. Bish coming up. Rag done. Oh.
This sounds pretty fast.
Bish, second
Oh,
drop.
Bish.
Oh, Bish. Come on
Bish,
now.
bash, bosh.
Oh.
It sounded
Right.
like that was pretty quick by both.
Mm.
Ooh.
Which is exciting prospect for the first event in the final, the Giants medley.
Let's see what the times were.
Oh, I haven't actually had
That was
Bish
frantic.
done come through yet. Is Bish done? Did he finish? Something got Bish. He's about 2/3 of the distance. Oh no. Favouring one foot. Oh no. Looks like Bish has injured himself. We don't know for certain, but for him to not finish a car walk, it doesn't sound good. Looks like he might be limping off. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. And oh, just like
What
that.
does that do? Points. How far was Thomas Evans behind
So
Bish?
Parr didn't do it. Thomas Evans was 4.5 points behind Bish. So if he gets 1 point, 2 points, 20.5.
If he's injured,
He
then
surely can't
Thomas
do a stone
Evans
off
will
anyway.
have to be ready. It's a bit of a weird rule for the stone off.
Yeah.
So apparently, if an athlete can't lift the first stone, the person in fourth has to be ready,
Yeah. So what happens?
which is really odd to me.
I think that's odd. So third place are there, second place are there. If third place fails to push it over to second place, then fourth comes in and has an opportunity instead. I think if third place fails, second should automatically qualify. To me, if you can't lift that stone,
Agreed.
then get out of here. Do you know what I mean? Like second place has won.
Mm.
Surely. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think.
Agreed.
Oh, seeing lots of Martins. Is he in the chat? Is he on the screen? No, he's in India,
Dragon.
isn't he?
There he is.
Oh, there he is, Martins.
Yo, yo, yo. How you doing, buddy?
Hope you guys are having a good time in, where are they? Greece?
I saw he was in, training with Grizzly, which looked pretty cool.
Yes, looking forward to seeing that one.
Martins is in the house.
Ah, nice to see you, Martins. Thane, thank you for becoming a channel member. Ivers is a stone beast. He really is.
Indeed.
Aaron with the super chat. Mateusz Kalishkovsky has always been an athlete I've kept up with. I'd love to see him win. Yeah. Do you think it's reality with his injuries in the future?
Look, he just came second at the Arnold Strongman Classic a few months ago. The guy is a beast. Just needs a bit of luck. He's still young.
Yeah.
He's not old by any means. He just
No.
needs a bit of luck and to keep healthy. It's hard to keep coming back from injuries, but the man is phenomenal.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. So just had an update. Bish having his coach and Magnus Ver Magnusson help him out of the car and to the bench. He's being checked over by medical. What a shame. He's had such a good... This is the best Adam Bishop has ever been in the heats.
Yeah, he's been
It's a
unbelievable.
real shame to see him if this is how he's going to go out.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Bish, come on. Oh. Come on, Rag. So we're just catching up with the chat. Overs. Bishop could be a podium contender, people were saying. Raggy.
So what were the final times? Do we know? Have you looked on the screen? Look on the screen.
We've been checked by medical. Yes. So Matt Rag finished in 19.17 seconds, which is
Second.
third place
Yeah.
behind Ivers. So
and Rob
refreshing
Kearney
that.
winning.
Yeah, so Adam Bishop is still in second place. He has 20.5 points. Ivor Schmutzlis has 20 points. Matt Rag has won that group officially. He's through to the final. I don't know what's going to happen if second place is injured. Because if third place couldn't do it, fourth would jump in, and that's obviously Thomas Evans. So we'll see. But surely, if Ivers puts the stone over and Bish can't return it, Ivers goes through because he lifted the stone.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Oh dear. I feel bad for Bish.
Martins, don't you think we should all be able to watch this? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Susan, thank you for the super chat. I'm volunteering at Rogue in Aberdeen. Picked athlete support, signage, and scoring. Will this give me a good behind the scenes experience? Big fan. Yeah, probably. Did you pick for strongman or CrossFit?
They tend to keep the athletes away from everyone at the Rogue Invitational.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure that you'll get like a huge amount of opportunity to be around the athletes other than when they're on the field. But it will be a great experience nonetheless.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I've worked at the Rogue a couple of times, and it's kind of weird. They even keep, as I worked for the media side when I was there. The media are kept away from the athletes as well.
Yeah.
You're allowed access to certain aspects.
Yeah. Poor Bish. So once again, Bish is in a stone off with an injured athlete. Well,
Himself.
Bish is the injured athlete this
Yeah, I
time.
think
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Oh, okay. Is Bishop injured? It's sounding that way. Obviously, we have no idea about the extent of it right now, so we don't know. That is a wild rule. Agreed. What's the live stream? Wreck-It Ralph is here. I do feel bad for Bish. People don't like that rule.
No.
Dragon, we love you. Martins, 1 2-letter word, yo, and he's absolutely hijacked the comment section. Such is the influence of Martins.
Martins.
We love Martins as well.
You do indeed.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Someone said it's Greece in Africa.
It's Greece in Africa. All
You
right,
said-
calm down. I'm not that bad. No, my own consonant, just not the others. Oh,
What did you say? Consonant.
continent.
There we go.
Don't start, Lozzie. I swear to God. Thin eyes. How is the food in Greece? Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm so jealous. Ah, we met a nice Greek couple, didn't we? Where were we? Somewhere in Turkey, Istanbul.
A Greek couple.
Yeah, on that boat. Do you remember that
Oh,
nice
yes.
couple?
Yeah.
They were
No,
really
you're right,
nice.
yeah.
We were mostly talking about food. That's what reminded me of that. Rag finishing in 19 seconds. Really good time by Rag there. Let's have a look. Happy for Rob to go out on a high note.
Yeah, nice to see.
Greek food is superior. Yeah, Greek food's great.
Do you want to know an interesting
nice.
story?
Go on.
My parents used to own a Greek
They
restaurant,
did.
which confused the hell out of people
Because your
because
dad.
I'm not Greek.
No. Well, your dad was from Iran.
Yeah, mum's from Newcastle,
Yeah.
and we had a Greek restaurant. It really confused the hell out of people.
Oh, that is funny. Ivers would beat Thomas Evans anyway, but I hope he doesn't have to. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. I think I'm going to have to
I think it's going to be one of those we wait and see.
look at the rules again. Yeah, try and understand it better.
Let's see how bad Bish is first.
Yeah, Bish might decide he's
No, we don't
good
know
enough to like
what's-
continue. Yeah.
Yeah, what's what at the moment. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, it could be a cramp, could be a tweak, could be something more serious. Hopefully
Yes, indeed.
it's not. But yeah, let's hope it's just a cramp or something for Bish. Fingers crossed. And cramping can be nasty. I remember seeing Terry Hollands doubled over on an Atlas Stone run, like shrieking with the stomach cramp because it had just sort of
Cramp is
gone
awful.
into spasm and he couldn't move. He was like, oh God.
Yeah.
It can be nasty.
So that was group 3, right?
That was. So next is the group of doom, group 4. So just a reminder, in that group, Evan Singleton does not have to do it at all because he is 7 points clear of second place.
So who have we got going up?
So we have, in the first run, it will be Evans Nana against Kane Francis. Then it's going to be Marcus Crowder. No, hold on. If Evan Singleton isn't doing it, but he would have been going out last anyway, how are they going to order it?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
going to
that's
have
what
Pavlo go out on his own at the end?
I don't know.
So technically, it should be Evans. Oh, hold on. Why is this group moving around? Okay. Evans versus Marcus Crowder, then Kane versus Rauno. Then,
It's Evans Nana against Crowder, yeah, first.
yeah, then Pablo versus Evan Singleton.
Okay.
But, well, we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
They'd all have specials on Greek food. Romark is having a baby around that time. Can't imagine
I didn't know
being a
Romark was
dad.
capable, but we are super happy for him.
That was the first thing you said to him. Romark, I didn't know you had it in you. What a thing to say.
I love Romark.
I
He's
know.
cool. He's a good guy. Both him and Martins are awesome.
Romark is pregnant. Yeah, he gives us all a lot of grief as well. So
Yes, he gives as good as he gets.
it's
that's for
very
sure.
justified. Bless him. Okay.
Well, both of them have dropped. Well, Evans has finished.
Oh God, I didn't realize it started.
Marcus has finished.
Okay.
So I don't know times yet, but we'll bring them to you as soon as we have. But both look like they finished.
Okay. I didn't even realize it started, Lazo.
What's this one?
Oops. Loz says, watching these men compete at World's Strongest Man on the stage you competed for years give you itchy feet, and how do you handle the mental battle of not being able to do what you were clearly born to do?
Not anymore. I don't get itchy feet, and I think that's because I just got to the point where I didn't want it as much as I used to. I still love Strongman. I wish I was watching it. Waiting for results is not as fun, but I do enjoy that we can all do this together. But no, I had a great time doing it, and now I'm happy with where I'm at.
18.3 seconds for Evans Nana.
Okay.
And just waiting on a time for Marcus. I think Evans was faster than Marcus.
But it is a very hard thing when you have done something for so long and then you can't do what you used to. Mentally, it is tough. I think the fact that I have things like this, my coaching, commentating, etc., it's allowed me to stay involved in a sport I love without having to put my body on the line. So I still train, absolutely love training, will always train. But yeah, I'm if accepted, I'm no longer elite level strongman.
Question for Coach Liz. What is the best case scenario for Rauno in the car walk? The best case scenario is that Ivers shoves a rocket up his ass and lights it, to be honest. Because Rauno is going to have to move like he's never moved before. And he has.
The best case scenario for Rauno is that everyone else drops it.
Yeah, so he is on 13 points with Kane and Marcus on 12.5.
Actually, I'm being mean.
He has to beat them.
I'm being mean because it's not Farmer's Walk where you kind of guarantee that.
Yeah, no, he can do this.
He can finish this. He just needs to.
He has to beat Kane and Marcus, though.
He needs to focus on doing the best he can.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
He needs a great run, the run of his life, and maybe other people make a mistake. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Never say never. But yeah, a rocket up the arse would definitely help. Ivers, if you're listening. He'll be there.
If you pressed.
Grooming him on. Oh, I just wanted to leave here because I realised, look, I'm still done that.
Oh.
There we go. What have we got? World's Strongest Man is not the same without Martins and Loz.
Thank you. It would definitely benefit from having Martins there. Yeah. We want to see Martins back to his best. That's what we want. And I'm sure he wants to compete at his best. None of us as athletes like to be anything other than our best. So, that's why I don't want to go back, is because I'm not good enough. But if I was good enough, then sure, I'd still want to be there.
Nothing on the spreadsheet yet for Evans Nana's time, although we're being told
18:36.
Yeah, no time for Marcus Crowder yet, though.
Not yet.
Okay, but we know that Evans finished before Marcus. There's hope. There is hope. Yeah, you never know. Pavlo could make a mistake. That would work in Rauno's favour, but all he can do is focus on himself.
Crowder was 22:23.
Okay.
So I think the times are up now as well on the...
Oh, yes, they are. Well done. Hip flipping Mama Kelly. Hey, Kelly, thank you for the super chat. If I start an online petition to CBS to stream World's Strongest Man next year, how many of you
We'd
will
all sign it,
Yeah.
But I don't know that it would do anything.
No, no, unfortunately. And it's just understanding where the barriers are as well. Like CBS might be like, yeah, whatever. But well, there's a lot to it. Training legs with Martins is app. Listening to Liz and Loz. This is a good day. And then Fred, thank you for the super chat. Mitch had 3.3 meters in his last event. Usually dominates those events. Conserving energy for the finals, I assume. Much love for New Brunswick, Canada.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Mitch needed to do more, he could have.
Yeah, no, Mitch was in a safe position. Andre was in a position where he couldn't be caught, and he would have to kill himself to try and beat Mitch on Mitch's best event. So he did the same thing, conserve some energy, face the fact that he's in the stone off. Mitch has won the group without having to push himself. So that's what's gone on in group 2. But I can appreciate how it looks very weird.
I don't think Americans have this issue where they attach the
lid
to the ball. I hate it. It really annoys me, and I always end up pulling it off.
I don't like it touching my lip. Right.
Apparently it's to stop us swallowing it, but
swallowing it. I thought it was to make recycling easier, wasn't it? Bye, Martins. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
Take care, buddy.
Kevin, I don't know if it's a super chat, but it's not attached. Loz will look for it now. Martins, you guys are true fans, and I love it. They are, and we are. Yeah, so 22.23 seconds from Crowder. So next up is Kane Francis versus Rauno Heinler. Oh.
Not Rauno Heinler.
No, Heinler. Not Heinler. It's Heinler.
Colin gets it wrong, doesn't he?
A lot of people get it wrong, to be fair.
And it's Ivers Schmauksters.
Yes, not Avers, not A-Ivers. I like how she added a question for Coach Liz at the beginning. Old foot fast, Rauno, please. Old foot fast.
Is there any of those fireworks that Drunk Loz was messing with?
Yeah, I'm not sure we'd fit that one up there.
We'd all need to throw around.
Launch him. Oh dear.
Right, very quickly, Auntie Liz, give us an update. What's
Oh.
been happening?
So, so far we have 3 groups that have finished now. Tristan Hoth has won group number 1, and Eddie Williams and Luke Stockman are going to be in the stone off. Eddie is currently in second place with Luke.
They're
in
tied on
third.
points.
Yes. Yeah. But because it goes to the last event rule, and because Eddie beat Luke in the car walk, Eddie has the second place advantage ahead of Luke. Then in group number 2, Mitch Hooper won that group. Andre Foytu is in second place, and he's going to be in a stone off against Austin Andrade, who is in third place. Group number 3, Matt Ragg won the group. Adam Bishop looks like he may have picked up an injury on the car walk, but we're still unsure. If he's fine to continue, he is in a stone off against Ivor Schmutzlis. Adam is actually in second place in that group,
Yep.
so he does have that
And
advantage.
Rauno and Kane are into the cars.
so far, 2 men have been in group number 4. Marcus Crowder finished in 22.23 seconds. Evans Nana finished in 18.36. There's a lot to fight for here. Kane, Rauno, and Marcus are very, very close in points, just half a point.
This
between
group has become the most exciting.
them. The most dreadful.
No, exciting.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it has been exciting. It's so close. I mean, when you take Evan out of the equation, because Evan has won the group
Evans
already.
dominated.
He
but
doesn't need to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been so close all the way
It
through between the
has.
rest.
Yeah. Chopping and changing. Like Pablo coming last on an event, then first on an event. Same for Rauno, first,
Yeah.
then last. It's been all over the place. Dear me.
Real strongman historian wants Rauno in the final.
They're in the cars waiting on TV intros. Oh dear.
Can Mitch dress up as Rauno and do the car walk?
I mean, after this pairing, it's still not determined until Pavlo's gone, because Pavlo is only 2 points ahead of Rauno. So there is still the possibility, maybe a slim chance, but if he was to beat Pavlo by 2 points, then he could still be in the stone off.
Look who's
because
in
of
here
that.
with us.
The Texas boys. Hey guys, Austin and Nick Guardione here on our way to on our new YouTube channel.
Yes. Hope you guys are good.
There you go. Austin,
Austin
congratulations for making your
is
stone
into
off.
his stone off.
Yeah.
Got a good chance.
Yeah.
And Nick Guardione, the winner of the Arnold Amateurs this year.
Yes.
We had a lovely chat with these two.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did a talking strongman with
Hope you guys are having fun out in
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Yes. They are off. Oh. Oh. Slow start for Rauno. Where's that rocket? Kane ahead.
Kane's good at yoke.
Yeah, Kane is. Rauno dropped. Oh.
Kane's almost done.
Wow. Sounds like a fast time for
Yeah.
Kane. Not so good.
The dream for
Rauno.
Rauno is over.
Yeah.
I kind of
unfortunately.
like, yeah.
We expected it after the sandbag steeplechase, to be honest.
He had a great
Like,
start, but
He did. And, you know, he sort of hung on in there through the Viking press. Rauno done.
not
Not quite half. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
sound good for
Rauno's
him.
out, unfortunately.
So
There we go.
sad for Rauno, but Kane, he's got a chance of getting into this final.
Yeah, Kane has. Let's see how Pavlo does, because that's really going to determine who
Yes.
is in
Yeah.
this stone off. So let's see who is actually in contention right now. All right, we have to win.
Kane finished in 23:56. So currently that is good enough, I
Third
believe, for.
place.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
Crowder
so
was-
Marcus Crowder is ahead of him.
So Evans Nana is currently winning or leading in this group. At the
Yeah,
moment.
he is. Yeah. Evan Singleton isn't going to do it. So last place still gets 2 points, assuming Evan actually doesn't do it, which would put Rauno on 14 points, assuming he comes last.
Rauno might end up last in the group.
That would be unacceptable.
He might,
Yeah, maybe.
because if Evans wins, he'll go above him.
Yeah.
Kane and Marcus will go above him as well.
Mm,
It's been a close group. Like
it has been
no,
a close
I mean,
group.
obviously Evan Singleton has dominated the group, But the rest have just been picking off points on each other every event.
They're just measuring Rauno's distance. Okay. As soon as we know what's going on. Very stressful times. People saying that they'd sign it. Hate the attached lids so much.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Yeah, it is for recycling, not so you don't swallow
They're
it.
still annoying.
Oh yeah, Austin, any news on Adam Bishop? I don't know if they're still at the venue or what's going on. Cousin Fred, thank you for the super chat. Congrats, Romark. Who is the father? Martins, you two spend so much time together. How cheeky. Only we're allowed to pick on Romark. Oh dear. It's Rauno time. Oh, what's this?
Rauno is going to have to focus on that deadlift.
Rhino Hindler, the Eddie Classic. Oh, Ivers
Bish
Smuckulus.
isn't in the tent now, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Fingers crossed Bish is okay and able to at least try in the stone off. Why do we not have any Danes competing?
Don't think there's any good ones at the moment.
There you go. Kevin, thank you for becoming a
Mikhail
member.
Liszt was the last
Yeah, he was
Danish
good.
athlete. He was very good.
Yeah.
Good at yoke, very good presser.
Competed against him in the Faroe Islands.
Competed against him at World's Strongest Man.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He was in your group in Botswana, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. Mitchell, thank you for the super chat. What age would you say strongman peak? Because it's crazy to see how good
It
Tom and Mitch are, and they're
varies.
not even 30.
It varies. There are people that peak at 21 and never get any better, and there's people that just keep constantly improving into their 30s, occasionally into their 40s in Mark Felix's case.
Yeah, 50s.
I would say Mark was at his best in his
Yeah,
40s.
he was.
But yeah, it does vary. But for the most part, late 20s to early 30s seems to be the average where people are at their best.
People asking how Kane did. He did it in 23.56 seconds. Rauno only managing 8.75 meters. We knew today was going to be hard on Rauno. Like, we called him earlier and he sounded like he should be in bed and not leaving the hotel room. He did sound awful, and then obviously the mistake with the sandbag steeplechase, these were never going to be his best events today. He needed to be in a really strong position coming in today. And he just wasn't, unfortunately.
So I just realised Kane hasn't done enough to make it, unless Pavlo does very badly.
Okay, yeah, because it's still
Because they were tied
determined.
on points beforehand, Marcus and Kane.
They were, and Marcus has beaten Kane in the car walk. Let's wait and see, because Pavlo's still to go, and that can change things as well. The Backyard Strongman, thank you for the super chat. I'd like to see World's Strongest Man scoring be similar to golf. So points for all 4 days are cumulative, with a cut-off of the field after day 2. No stone off or easing up. Yeah, that's kind of how OSG works.
2004 was a weird one with
that was
the
confusing.
qualifying.
I've watched that several times. I still don't
I
understand
liked that
it.
competition, but it was just weird in terms of the scoring.
Yeah, it was all like head-to-heads, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then I don't think that's right.
No, definitely not.
No.
Because
but-
it was just weird random matchups.
Yeah.
So like it would really matter who you're up against.
Yeah.
Because they get points for going like a certain distance or doing a certain amount of reps.
Mm.
And then you get an extra point for whoever you beat. But it was just a 1 against 1.
Yeah, it was very odd. There's just too much there, like too many factors that I just don't like. Event dependent, person dependent.
You and me get confused still with some of the rules. It needs to be simple for
it,
us all to follow.
It does need to be simple. Sad for Bish and Rauno, says Thor's Hammer. We are too.
Yeah, definitely.
There goes Rauno's Shore Classic invite. I don't think he would have been invited. And to be fair, he was never going to do any competition between this and the World Deadlift Championships, because he wants that to be his focus now, training for a really big deadlift. We'll see if he sticks to it, because it is Rauno, and he does sometimes.
He's won the last number of deadlifts that he's done.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. Well done, Rauno. A true warrior. Scandinavian strongman is very much alive. It's just tested. Kane can't beat Pavlo, says Alex. Where are we in the points? So Kane has 12.5.
Pavlo
Pavlo
is
has
to the car.
15. Okay. So Pablo's gone out on his own.
Mm.
Evan not out there with him.
So what does Pavlo need to do? He needs to finish in. If he finishes under 22 seconds, 20.
Well, just by getting in the car, he gets 2 points because Evan's not
Yeah.
doing it.
If he can
beats
finish
Rano,
it, he gets 3 points.
which would put him on 18 points.
He'd be uncatchable.
Yeah. So he really doesn't have to do much at all, does he?
No, he
No.
just needs to finish.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to do anything other than finish. In fact, he just needs to be
He just needs to beat
8.75
Rano,
meters of
doesn't
Rano.
he? Yeah.
That's a very nice position for Pavlo to be in because he's not terrible at this event by any means.
So it says going slowly,
But-
slow and steady. He's halfway. Yeah.
He when you're in that position where you can think, okay, I don't need to be speedy.
Drop
I've just got to be smart, pick it up, steady steps.
up and finished.
He's done it.
Yeah. So it looks like Pablo's going to retain that second place. What a turnaround for Pablo Cordiaca. He
Yeah.
was last in this group yesterday. By the end of yesterday,
This group has just chopped and changed
after the second event, yeah,
so much.
yeah.
And actually, Pavlo has great events in the final.
We said we think in the final he could be top five.
I was worried he'd struggle to get through the group,
Mhm.
just based off the events. He's done very well to get himself in the stone off, and if he's in second place going into the stone off,
He's going to be hard to
he's
beat.
got a chance.
Mm.
Especially,
If he's against Marcus Crowder, I think he wins. I think he's better at stones
what's
than
Marcus
Marcus.
like at the stones?
He didn't finish the OSG stones.
Okay,
He got 5, couldn't get the 6.
so just having that advantage of being second is,
I
is
think
big.
could be enough for Pablo in
We
if
shall
that
see.
is the matchup.
We shall see.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's done very well to get himself back into contention and completely different events in the final. 29.89 for Pavlo.
Okay. Yeah. So that means I'm just waiting for the spreadsheet to populate so we can give you the correct scores instead of our iffy maths. I never trust my maths.
I wouldn't trust your maths either.
No.
Maybe slightly more than your geography, but
So mean to me. Right, where are we? Evan, really smart this year.
yeah, Evan is a new man.
He is. Stephen, thank you for the super chat. Tell your mods not to time out fans in the chat. Moderators are timing out people in chat if they spam or are disrespectful or abusive. There you go. That's kind of what they're asked to do. We will keep an eye on things, but it's to keep it pleasant for everyone, to be honest. There's
Yeah.
nothing more annoying than
We try and keep
the
this
constant
chat
spamming.
as pleasant as possible.
Yeah, it's hard to please everyone. Like,
Yeah.
look at the chat on the Rogue Invitational. It's an
It's-
absolute disgrace, isn't
yeah.
it? No one would even want to join in if it was like that. So we like having moderators in to let the mods cook.
I don't mind if you want to message me personally. If someone has an issue with something, then message me and I can kind of see whether I think it was right or wrong. But
Justice for sex bots. Mods
yeah.
are doing great.
I think the mods are doing a great job.
Yeah. There we go. Right. So we're just waiting to see. Right. So the spreadsheet, I broke it, has been populated. So Pablo Cordiaca is going to be in the stone off with Marcus Crowder. In the end, it was just half a point separating the two of them. Kane Francis, unfortunately, missing out on the stone off by 1 point. He had 16.5 points. Marcus had 17.5. Evans, Nana, and Rano ended up tying on 15 points.
Who did, sorry?
Evans and
Rano.
Rano. Yeah, they were tied for 15. They are, though, considering they're last in their group, I guess, with the most points by far.
Yeah, it's been such a tight battle.
Yeah, it has. Hey, baby.
Be bedtime soon for you,
Scrap
little lady.
Rocket, new member. Thank you.
Mama,
Yes, baby.
can we do another video tomorrow?
We can do another video tomorrow. Yeah, that's
We will definitely
fine.
do something fun
Yeah.
tomorrow, okay?
Okay, apparently Bish won't do the stone off. It will be Thomas Evans.
Wow.
So surely then, Ivers is now second place.
Yes.
And Thomas
Careful,
will have
baby.
to...
Let me just pull back so you don't bang the tape.
Careful, there's a dog down there somewhere.
I know.
So surely Thomas will
Look,
have to
down.
make the stone first with Ivers returning, you would think. Because Ivers was in third place with Bish in second. It has to be that way, doesn't it? You can't replace second
No.
place with fourth
No,
place.
you have to
You
have...
bump up
yeah, of
Ivers
course.
and put Thomas in fourth, yeah.
Yeah, that has to be how they do it.
Yeah, otherwise we riot.
Mm.
Shane
Is this
Perrano,
video
Illness
going
Society
as
looked in
you
good
do it?
shape.
Yeah, this is a live video.
Wow.
So people can talk to you right now.
Yeah. Samantha saying that's unfair. Yes, so some people thinking either should automatically qualify. I get it in this example. What I don't like the idea of is third place not being able to pick up the stone when they attempt, and then someone being able to jump in, and that person jumping in could, in group one, be Trey Mitchell.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You think, right, I've got this guy. Then suddenly Trey's opposite you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hell no. That would be crazy.
We'll have to wait and see what happens with the stone off later. But we still have one more group to go on the car walk.
Yeah.
We know that Tom just has to. No, just silver.
Is still a chance for Thomas Evans. Alexa, what is your favourite lesson at school? Maths. Not my daughter.
Can you tell people to like and subscribe to the
Look
channel?
at your nails. She had forest school this afternoon, so she is
you've been
very
outside?
grubby.
Yeah.
Digging
Do you
in
wanna do a
mud.
like and subscribe?
Yeah.
Go on then. Have you gone shy?
How?
Just say, please like and subscribe to the channel.
Okay, please like and subscribe to the channel.
Alexa wants to see, well, apparently it was a diamond one, but, a gold would be awesome. We'd be happy with gold.
Diamond.
Maybe you'll have your own channel that's a diamond one day.
Bish is
Yay.
actually going to hospital, so he
I hope it's not his Achilles.
injury. Oh,
There's
God, I
high
hope
chance
not.
on that event.
Mama,
Yeah.
when did you start doing YouTube?
we started. Daddy's had his
2020 properly.
Yeah, Daddy's had this channel since 2016.
2100.
Made about 2 videos in the first 2 years. Then in 2019, we made a few together. And then 2020, when we were all in lockdown, Mummy and Daddy started making lots of videos.
Yay.
Yay.
Try and do this.
Yeah, so if Bish withdraws, Ivers automatically is in second and then Thomas in third.
What have you been playing upstairs?
Mm.
Roblox.
Do you want to go play? We've got about 10 more minutes and then I'll come and say no.
We've still got group
And do you
5
want
to go.
Mummy?
Yeah.
I'm
Mummy
going to
will-
take you up now. Come on.
Daddy will come up and check on you in a bit, okay?
Yeah.
Careful, baby.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
She's so my daughter. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. This sport is brutal. Bish has been amazing all competition, and especially day one. Has Bish been invited? I don't believe so at the moment. I think Brian has invited 14 athletes, and he said he's going to look at World's Strongest Man and some other comps for the last 2 invites. Tell him I am super proud of him. Well done for winning that last event, and we're going to get to work and come back even better next year. He's such a good character, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your time that you're out there. Shane wants to FaceTime Evans. Thank you very much for the comments for Alexa, guys. I appreciate it. Where are we looking? Yes, she definitely is both of our kids. She's a good girl. We're very lucky. Look, I say all the time, and going to your first world is very tough, but you learn so much from it. Evans Singleton, he did his first world. Well, he was a reserve in his first worlds, and that's given him experience. Then he had a few poor years competing at worlds where he made mistakes. Last year, he finally started to get it right, and we saw a great performance from Evans Singleton. And this year, he looks phenomenal. So Evans Nana, he needs that experience. He's got it this year. He's going to hopefully have enjoyed the experience. He'll start to realize, okay, some of these events I can really hang with, other areas I need to go and work on. And he needs that time to progress. And it's something that people make a mistake on. They try and rush things. Sometimes it takes time to keep progressing. He needs 2 or 3 more years working on a couple of events to really bring those strengths up to where they need to be. The great thing with Evans is he has what I call weapons in terms of events he's very good at and can pick up points on. So he's just had a maximum score there on the car walk. He's really quick at a lot of like loading and farmers walk type events, very, very fast. So now we go away and work on the pressing and bring up the weaknesses, and the kind of middle ground events, we work on making them a bit better. And he's going to be more complete. He's going to have had the knowledge that they've learned this year being at World's Strongest Man. And he's just got to understand that it takes time. And this is a key thing I talk to about with a lot of clients. Don't always try and rush things, because you try and rush things, you start getting broken. When you get broken, you go backwards. It's better to have that slower progress and keep getting better. And that will be the goal. So his first Worlds, he's placed low in his group, but it was a close group. They were super tight between all of them. Next year, he's got to come back and think, right, I'm going to be battling to get into that final. That'll be the goal. Get into that final. Then you're like, okay, I'm going to be looking to come top 5 or top 3 and win. And, we could see him as a real superstar in the future. Lots of athletes we're seeing this year, I think, have got big futures in them. Andre Foitu, that guy, he's going to do amazing. And many, many others. And then you get the freaks like Tristan Hoyth, who just comes in his first Worlds and dominates his group. And it's good to see. Very important that he stays injury-free. Very important that he keeps progressing. We've seen, that before as well, where people just come in like a wrecking ball, destroy everyone, and then we don't see them again. So it doesn't matter if it's not the fastest progress. What matters is that you keep getting better. And I'm super proud of what Evans has done. Tim, thank you very much for the super chat. Coffee for you both and a pop for your daughter. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for hosting the party again. Phil Pfister could be watching there in person. Excellent. Phil Pfister, former World's Strongest Man winner. And again, someone that got better and better each year. But thank you very much, Tim. Sucks for everyone. Bish injured. Ivers has to battle still, and Evans will get shit if he makes the final as a 4th place. Yeah. It's like a no-win situation for some of them. But you just got to take the opportunities that you've been given. And like I said, Thomas Evans, I actually didn't expect to get to the final. But when you start looking at the final events, suddenly you think, well, these aren't bad events for him. I think he could do a lot better in the final. And it's the weird thing with strongman, especially when you're not one of the just amazing guys that's good at everything. Events are so important. Eddie Hall was crap at his first World's Strongest Man. Look, Tom Stoltman came last at Britain's Strongest Man in one of his first ones. It's all about progressing, coming back and learning. Too many people are scared of sort of competing because they're scared they won't win. Very few people win. You just got to keep getting better and learn from the mistakes. And you'll keep making mistakes. You'll get it right sometimes, you get it wrong sometimes. Just keep learning, keep getting better, keep picking yourself back up and keep trying. Is she okay?
Yeah, she's good. Fine. He's just talking to Rano.
Is he okay?
He said, yeah, he's okay. He said, I'll do the accent. I am biggest idiot. Bar too high. I cannot walk with it. I was like, what? I said, how did that happen? He said, in yard, I pick up just one time. I forgot to move. I was like, for God's sake. I said, you need me there? But no, it's fine. Rano. Rookie mistake from the most experienced athlete there. Goes to show anyone can make a mistake. Unfortunately, it was my athlete, which sounds very plausible. So what's been happening? What have I missed?
Double dipping was allowed at Viking Press. I presume not, but I didn't see the Viking Press. Thank you for the super chat.
No.
It's normally not allowed.
And it's in the rules that it's not allowed.
Okay.
Right. Go on.
Michael.
Mitchell.
Thank
you for the super chat. Can we get some predictions, Loz, for who you think wins each event in the final and what event you're most excited for? This is a good one.
Okay, event number 1 is the Giants Medley. I think Mitch Hooper wins that.
Yeah.
Event number 2.
The Max Axel.
I think Mitch Hooper wins that.
Event number 3 is the Max Height Keg Toss. I think Tom wins that.
I think Tom wins that.
Event 4 is the Conan's Wheel.
Much harder to predict. Maybe I think one of 3 guys could win this. I think Matt Ragg, Mitch, or Pavlo.
How's Evan on the Conans? Should I quickly check?
No.
Let me quickly check.
But I think those three that I mentioned will be very good.
I think so. I could imagine Evan being good at it too.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen him do it.
No, I'm not sure. Once. Back in 20. Oh, so in his group last year, of course. He came second.
Who was he up against? It wasn't the hardest group.
No, it wasn't. He came second to Athor. It wasn't that big a distance. No, Bobby Thompson beat him. I remember that in Group 1.
Yeah, I think Pavlo can do extremely well on that. That's an event that Pavlo maybe could win.
Yeah.
Mitch could win it, and Matt Rag could win it as well. I mean, Matt Rag beat Mitch on it at the World Tour Finals, but Mitch didn't train for that at all. And I think be an advantage to any of them to go out last.
Yeah.
And Tom that could be a very
has that advantage if
he has. Tom's not so
throw.
good at that event.
No,
though.
he's not.
Notoriously, he's not done like. I think Tom would be better with a shield carry.
Yes.
But I don't know how his training's gone on it, but I think Pavlo, Matt, or Mitch could win that one. Then we go.
Wes has just finished. So Wesley and Wesley Dawinski and Nathan Goltry. Wes finished first. So, and this group then, I'm in Evan Singleton's profile. What's going on with the points? So, yeah. Tom is in a very safe position there, 21.5 points. Yako in 17. Wesley just half a point behind Yako. So it looks like Wesley's had a good time, but we'll just wait for the official score.
So Adam's time was 22:43.
Yeah, which was really good. Not had an update on Nathan yet. And then the deadlift.
Wes was 22:59, just a bit slower than Adam.
Oh, really close.
Deadlift, I think, looking at who's probably going to be in the final, I would say Matt Rag or Mitch.
Yeah, agreed. And then Atlas Stone's Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
Tom all day long.
And which event are you most looking forward to?
I am looking forward to the Max Axel, I can't lie. I think it's cool to see a big weight lifted. I'm looking forward to the Giants medley as well. Just a personal favorite event of mine for no other reason. I enjoy doing that type of event.
Yes, you enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
Leighton, thank you for gifting a membership.
Nathan did 36.98.
Okay.
So
Lots, pay attention. Monica. Super chat from Asparagus. Sorry. This is partly my fault. I left him and it is really hard to manage it all on your own.
Yeah.
2 guys left. Right. So the last 2 out are going to be Yako and Tom. So
really it comes down to what Yako does here, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah. So Yako is only half a point ahead
Tom
of Wednesday.
just needs to stand up and move with it.
Yako is really going to want to hold on to that second place advantage.
Yes.
So he has to beat Wesley, who has done 22.59 seconds. So he needs to move, but we know he can move. Yes, baby. We're nearly finished. We'll be done in 10 minutes, okay?
So they should be coming out. 2 guys left anyway. The last 2 athletes on this event. And then we will know all our athletes in the stone off. Yeah, unfortunately, Adam Bishop has picked up an injury on the car walk. We don't know what injury, and we don't know to what severity, but it looks like he won't be doing the stone off, even though he is in second place in his group.
Yeah.
Which is just devastating for Bish.
Yeah.
He's not had much luck, has he?
With Tom and Yako walking out. No, he's not. No, like he was looking super strong at Britain's Strongest Man, did incredible on that first event, the 400 kilo deadlift for reps.
Yeah.
But probably blew a gasket on that event, to be honest.
Do I think Eddie can win? Like, I really can't say who's going to win between Eddie and Luke. I think that is going to be a battle.
Yeah.
I've been super impressed with Eddie. I really didn't think Eddie was going to be a challenge in the group. He's completely proved me wrong, and I'm happy to see it. Obviously, I'm a big Luke Stoltman fan. I'd love to see Luke get into that final, but Eddie is just an awesome guy as well. They're both good dudes. They're both want it so much. It's tough. Someone has to win, someone has to lose. But I just wish the best athlete wins, and I hope they both get through injury free.
Yeah. Dave's saying, I know I'm old school, but sad that there's no vehicle pool in the final. Yeah, I'm missing it too this year.
Yeah, and the vehicle pool is sort of such a
Staple
staple
event.
of Worlds.
Yeah, it's a shame. But yeah, someone was asking if we do like a quick recap for each group. We will as soon as these guys have finished, because they're the last pairing now.
Yes. So we know that Tom just needs to pick it up and go a step, and he has won the group.
Yeah.
But second place, still all to fight for.
Yeah, and second place is going to be important here because Jaakko, as far as we can tell, we have so little data. Stones aren't his strongest event.
No.
We know that he lost out on winning OSG on the stones. Let's see how he can do here on the yoke, if he can hold on to that second place advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very exciting. Just waiting for them to start. Intros, then they're off. Yeah, so Tom really doesn't need to do much at all. We fully expect him to pick it up and put it down again, because that will give him 2 points, and then he has won the group. He needs 2 points to win the group. Oh. Maybe if Luke offers Eddie 100 quid. I think the stakes are a little bit higher here.
Stake these days.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Loz and Liz, for taking the time away from your lovely little lady to keep us all informed.
Thank you. We have promised the kids a fun day. It's actually Lewis's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, so
we've it worked out well that tomorrow's the day off.
Yes. Yeah, it's worked out really well. Yeah. And then Saturday, it all happens afternoon, evening time for us. So I'm going to take her out in the mornings and do some fun stuff to keep her entertained and nourished. Just waiting for these guys to get started.
The waiting is killing us once again. They're off.
Ooh. It's like a horse race, isn't it? And they're off.
So we don't know what's happened to Bish currently.
Tom dropped just after the line. Yeah, fully expected that. Tom has won his group. Jaakko's halfway.
Looks like he's going decently.
Yeah, he has to beat Wesley because he's only got half a point on him right now. So he has to beat him if he wants to hold on to second place. Like he can still be in the stone off, but he's going to want that second place advantage. Not had he's done yet, so it's not sounding super quick.
No.
We will see. I mean, just because someone's fast at loading doesn't mean they're good at a yoke, does it? Very, very different event.
Completely. I was good at yoke and farmers, but not always the best at loading.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it doesn't guarantee anything.
Ooh, Bish Achilles, according to Instagram. According to who on Instagram though? Bish or some random?
I mean, it's highly likely that it is
it was
the
your
Achilles
first guess, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I just hope it's not that, because Achilles injuries suck.
Cousin
Jaakko
Fred
has finished, but it didn't sound fast.
No. Cousin Fred.
Thank you very much, Cousin Fred.
Happy birthday, Lewis, a day early. Hope you get every gift you want. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You know what my 14, nearly 15-year-old son has asked for? A Robux gift card. That's all he's asked for. He's not the easiest person to buy for, is he?
No, he's not, bless him.
Just waiting on a time for Jaakko. We know that Tom just picked it up and put it down over the line. All he had to do was make sure he got those 2 points so he could
we are waiting for these results.
Oh, Afron, thank you for the super chat. What if a brand designed a bar where the top deadlifters went for a max combined deadlift, kind of like the Team Strongman with Glenn, but more athletes? Could we see a world record 1,000 or 1,500 kilo combined lift? If they could build a bar strong enough to hold that sort of weight,
Just the only issue with something like that becomes dangerous because if one person, like say a strap broke, one person drops it and the other person's still holding it, it can be so dangerous to then suddenly have that kind of weight pulling against you. So there's a safety element to it, but technically, yes.
Why are we not getting a time on Jaakko?
Jaakko 28:41.
Oh, okay. So that puts him in third place in this event. Wesley beating him means he goes down to third place in the
So
group.
Wesley
Has the
will
second
move
place.
up to second.
Yes.
So we could have 3 Canadians in the final.
Yeah. Let's quickly check how are Wesley's Atlas stones. 11 out of 12 at Canada's strongest man.
How do you do
Third
it?
at North America's
How do you do it,
strongest
OSG?
man. Second. Oh, so not bad then. Maybe
and
something else
down.
was going on at Canada's. All right, just waiting for it to be populated on the spreadsheet. Then we'll be able to give you the final scores for group number 5.
We believe the stone off is happening at 10 p.m. in the UK, which
Yeah.
is
In an hour and 35 minutes.
5 p.m.
Yeah,
local
5
time?
p.m. Yeah, Eastern time.
Eastern time.
What have we got? Okay, it hasn't populated on
Right,
the
do you want
sheet
to
yet.
quick?
Oh, yes,
Oh, it has.
Yeah. So let's just run through each group
Yeah.
then very quickly. Okay. In group 1, then, it has been won by Tristan Hoth. And in second place is Eddie Williams. Third place is Luke. Just to explain this group, they are tied on points, but it goes on the last event rule. So because Eddie beat Luke in the car walk, he has that second place advantage over Luke in the stone off. So Luke has to lift the stone. Eddie just has to return it. It's a small advantage, but it often makes a difference.
It's a big advantage.
Yeah, all right. In group number 2, it was won by Mitchell Hooper. In second place is Andre Foitu, and in third place is Austin Andrade.
So those Austin and Andre will go head to head in the stone off.
Yes. Group 3 was won by Matt Ragg, and in second place was Adam Bishop with Ivers in third. We are hearing that Bish is injured, as you know, which means Ivers would bump up to second if Bish has to withdraw, with Thomas Evans in the stone off in that third place position. So still a bit of an unknown in that one though. Group 4 was comfortably won by Evan Singleton, and in the stone off, Pablo Cordiaca will have the second place advantage, and he will be up against Marcus Crowder. And then finally in group number 5, Tom Stoltman has won it. Wesley Dewinski has the second place advantage against Jaco Schoonwinkel. So there you go, guys. That has been the car walk. We will be back in an hour and a half for the stone off. We're going to keep an eye on the times because last night it was an hour later than expected. So if there is pushback like that today, we're probably going to postpone the live a little bit because honestly, it's tiring, isn't it?
Yeah, but we will make sure that we're on before it starts. And
Yeah,
once
definitely.
again, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
We're going to make sure the little lady's okay, get some food, and we'll be
Yeah.
back in an hour or two.
Run around with the dog, help
Yeah.
her burn off some energy too. Cool. Thank you all for
Take
joining
it
us.
easy,
We'll
guys.
see
Thank you.
in a little while. Bye, bye, bye. Smile and wave, Lazo.